And we're
I don't make
live.
I don't make macros. I
Yeah.
just modify them.
I just troll people.
We're
That
live.
is
We're
true.
on air.
Okay.
We are Livity Live. You diggity dig.
All right.
Welcome to game.
Game
7.
17.
7.
This is sweet,
It's
sweet
game 7.
intro music.
All right.
Oh man, we got a new track.
Or just
Love
trash music. Sorry.
Why can't I hear it?
All right, who's doing the recap?
Intro time. The once bustling streets of Nyland are now empty, with most of the kingdom's inhabitants in hiding. They're frightened and uncertain, unsure of how to stop the approaching siege vehicles that loom ever closer on the horizon. In House Temper, a small group of brave souls have gathered together, determined to come up with a plan to stop the impending assault. They know that they must act quickly, for the fate of Nyland rests on their shoulders. The group huddles around a table, maps and diagrams spread out before them. They discuss possible strategies, weighing the risks and benefits of each one. Despite the tension and fear that hangs in the air, the group remains focused and determined. They know that they must stay strong and united if they hope to succeed. As the siege vehicles draw closer, the people of House Temper prepare to put their plan into action. They are resolved to do whatever it takes to protect their home and their loved ones, even if it means putting their own lives on the line. As the members of the house continue to plan their defense, a diviner enters the room. He brings news that there are only 6 siege vehicles, and a small team should be enough to stop them. Intro 7.
Small team. We can do a small team.
We can do several
Big
small
siege
teams.
Recap
All right, who wants to hit
my
the recap?
game. All right, John 2. Recap what happened last game.
Yeah, tell us about it, Dan. What's going on? What happened last game?
Alright, yeah. So, your vampire city's under attack, or was.
Wait, hang on. He's actually got this. Fuck.
And you guys are trying to, take care of that, so you guys can move up in your ranks and be more famous and all that type of stuff, gain glory.
And take the city.
Oh yeah. Don't forget about taking over the whole city and stuff like that, being overlords and everyone
Absolutely.
else. That is actually probably the goal. As always.
No, that's why I called it out, because that is part of the plan here. We're not doing this as public service. We're doing this for us.
He's nailing this a lot more than he should be.
He really is. He's just paying attention.
You did amazing, Zen. Just
bro.
fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
He's doing better than me, and I was in the game. So
Right.
You were sweet,
okay, so you get a
Sean.
little-
Don't lie to
what?
nobody.
To get a little more accurate here, last game we were starting the tournament for so the whole story was that the leadership of the city was saying we need to hold a tournament to find out who's gonna win the chance to deal with the werewolf problem that is growing. And in the middle of the first match in which we were in, and we really I really feel like we got cheated out of our opportunity to make a big stand about how this whole tournament is a waste of time, total bullshit, because why were we here fucking around when the werewolves are right outside the gates, and then the werewolves are inside the gates? During the tournament, they just kind of roll up and start fighting. And so the rest of the game turned into a mad dash across the city to try to organize defenses. We went to several different places to try to muster up people and coordinate the defense, except for House Cassius or House Vlad? Or House Cassius, right?
Cassius is all the werewolves are outside of House Cassius right now.
Yeah. Except for House Cassius, which we didn't do anything about. We left that one alone.
In pain.
But we went around the rest of the city, gathering up people people who might want to fight, or protecting the injured, and we're really putting ourselves out there as the guys who are fixing this. On top of actually fixing it, we're more being seen fixing it, because that's what's important.
Right. That's
And
how politics
there was also a very important little side plot going on here with Luella, who is I'd say Caius' mentor overall within the house. He's kind of been our supervisor so far, telling us, putting us on some jobs, and we've been kind of working under her. Anyway, she's been a bit she's been in a coma since an earlier fight in the tournament, And Kaios kind of snuck off in the middle of all this, and what is it, like mind controlled her into your pawn? Is that a good way to put it?
Yeah.
Close enough?
We used the mind mage to put. I don't know exactly how I did it, but yes, unwavering loyalty will come from her.
Yeah.
She will always
You-
defer to what's best for me, like
Yeah.
or what I want her to do.
You kind of mind controlled her into submission to your will, and then Corbin killed the guy that did it, so that he can't talk. And so she's still in the coma, but when she does wake up, this will be a notable change in the dynamics of house politics. And I think it was a really cool moment that Corbin just like murked this guy who was totally helping us out.
Yeah.
Who
Stab him in the
did
back.
kill Selly? Yes, she. Do you want me to say what you did after with Selly?
Yeah, sure.
Real fast.
Yeah, we can cover that.
So after the mind surgery, Kaios animated Selly, the mastermind magic user, and put a House Temper cloak on her, and escorted her out of one of the House Temper side entrances, and convinced the guards that she has business to attend to outside of the walls, and she leaves discreetly, and literally makes her, because she's a zombie under his control, makes her walk into a pack of werewolves on the way to House Cassius, and she gets mauled to death and like ripped to shreds.
So he disposed of the body
Yes.
in a keep our nose clean kind of way.
Yes.
Got it.
So if someone were to find it, it would kind of just be played off as she died during the assault.
Whatever's left after the werewolf done.
To where we exactly left off, Aaron has been promoted to head of army and munitions of House Temper.
And by promoted,
job, buddy.
he means like the other guy got killed by us? Question mark.
Did we kill that guy? I don't think we killed that guy. Given the werewolves, I don't think we need to kill that guy.
How did that go down?
I forget. Did Kaios kill him?
I think so.
I think Kaios killed him in front of everyone because he was outed for.
Wait, killed him? No, I dismissed him. I made him step down in shame. I
Yes.
commanded him.
Step.
I told him he was relieved and stepped down from your position.
Oh, he didn't get. You didn't make.
He didn't
it
get killed.
effective?
He got outed for.
Well, we'll see what happens after that, but I'm pretty sure he just lost his position permanently. He at least lost it for tonight, for sure.
Okay.
Even if he
So-
keeps the position, I don't think he's going to keep it for very long.
There's a knock as you guys are sitting around discussing. Knock at the front entrance to the manor. A loud banging, kind of urgent, obviously, giving a certain.
There's people for that.
And the doorsman will open it, and it's Demetrius, Callie, and a bunch of refugees from different houses and such. And he asks the doorman if they can seek shelter in House Temper. The doorman will go to Kaios, as he seems to be calling the shots right now, and relays the question from Demetrius to Kaios. Can we
Am I?
let survivors and refugees into House Temper?
Oh, yeah. Yes, absolutely.
So Demetrius, you guys know as the detective from Game 1.
Yeah, that guy.
He lets in about 100 refugees into House Temper, and they kind of settle into the barracks you guys have.
100, man.
Yes, they will be our honored guests. We will welcome them into the safe walls of the strong House Temper.
Can you describe to me the general demographic makeup of these refugees?
What?
Are they vampires of color?
No, are they like women and children, or are they men
Mix.
of?
Yes, there are some men that
Are
families,
they men
women,
of
and
fighting
children.
standard?
Elderly. Some can fight. I'd say 25 of them are able-bodied men.
Oh, they're drafted now.
I was like, wait a minute, is he racist?
No. That wasn't. There's no need for that.
I mean, there's a possibility. He doesn't like werewolves.
So the butcher's
None
going
of
to
us like werewolves.
the butcher's going to speak up.
Speak for yourself.
He's going to look around at the round table as we've kind of set up. He's going to say, we only have enough blood in the blood bank for a few days, and food-wise, probably less.
I'm gonna ask the obvious question. What were you planning on doing in like a day and a half for food and blood?
We weren't expecting a siege, Aaron.
Right. So what was the plan? Is there a shipment on the way that we need to make sure gets into town? I hear you, but is there something on the way that we need to make sure happens? Is there crops that we were hoping to harvest that are now not being harvested? What's the gimmick there?
No.
Well, I think you need to kill the wolves, Aaron.
Oh yeah.
Daniel's
I think
here,
this,
right?
this is a good time to introduce my commander, who would be present. Gringe Quickfang.
Yes, my lord.
He's already in character. Look at this guy.
Nice.
Yes, Grange Quickfang, the Knoll commander of Kaios's Knoll militia.
Yeah,
Whoa. Don't degrade me. I'm an army commander. They're an army.
they're an army. Especially considering some of the numbers that the DM has given me about the other people's armies.
Yeah,
think we're
they
getting
kinda
up
ain't
there.
shit, huh?
Yes, Grange Quickfang will be under Aaron this game, right? Because
Under him? Well, he's suddenly being played himself now, so
Oh yeah.
oh, true.
I think I'm going to allow Gringe to represent my best interests.
Yes, as soon as I understand your orders.
Kill the enemy.
Sounds effective.
You will be working with Aaron. I've got this. What's your last name? Gaspard. Can we? Okay, I was wondering if we could butcher that like we do Iranian.
Gaspard. Aaron, Iranian Gaspard.
This will be the first time that we're meeting
Gaspardi.
Grinch for the first time.
Yes, party.
He's going to be a brutish, bone chewer gnoll, like my other Pridelands warriors. He's clad in the heavy medium armor, the breastplate, so a little bit slower, a little bit more bulky. He's well armored, a well armored warrior wielding battle axes.
Respect. I dig it.
So Aaron is currently in charge of the house's armies. I will tell Gringe. Likewise, Aaron, this is Gringe Quickfang. He's in charge of my Knoll armies from the Pride Lands.
I guess out of character on a manager sheet, I would technically be below him then, right?
Him? No.
No, equals.
Equals,
Yeah.
so he's his own little army commander. I'm your army commander, basically. Then is that what I'm
In
doing?
a funny-
peers.
In a funny way, you both work for me a little bit.
Okay.
Because so to give you a little bit of context to the house rankings, technically speaking, right now,
Ios is in charge of
Ki-
everything.
Kaios is in charge of pretty much everything. Given that Luella is no longer present.
And now she serves his interests as well.
And then technically Mazik would be higher ranking than Aaron long term, unless
Technically.
if I wanted
But
a
tonight,
military position, but
technically
you're
tonight
in charge
you
of
can push
military.
him to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm like more of his personal army, right? So I would go
Yes.
to all orders would come for him, and I'd follow them.
You
And
control
I
the
guess
army
that's
that
true for Iran
belongs
as
to.
well, Mr. Gasparte.
right. So it means that I'm not moving against. It means that I'm not moving against Kaios, and neither are you.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
on the battlefield, the idea is that I will bark orders at the random 25 refugees and other thousand some
And a
odd.
couple hundred of thousands
Yeah.
of soldiers you got.
And I guess I'll take care of the Knolls then, is how that's gonna work.
Absolutely.
Right.
I expect you guys to work together, and well, I'll leave that all to you. That's why I have you, after all.
What's the intel as far as where we'll position? They're just crashing in on House Cassius, or
I assume last time. Oh, sorry. I was going to say we have a war table, don't we?
Yes, you do have a war table.
And we spent some time looking around and gathering positions on stuff.
The diviner told you last time that the wolves aren't pursuing anything. Like they're not holding an assault on Cassius. They're just gathering outside of it for the moment, kind of like rallying and acting like savages.
when you say outside, do you mean like encircling?
Yes. Outside Cassius Manor.
Okay. And how much magic power do we have? It's not just localized in Corbin.
We got a couple of the masters, right?
You do have 5 masters with you.
Do we have any lesser mages?
No.
You got me. I'm not
Do
quite a
you-
mage, but I'm useful.
Did you get the list I sent you? You've got
guy.
2,510 soldiers. Plus all of Kaios' army.
Is it possible to get around the back of Cassius?
To like a back entrance.
Well, because my thought process here is they're going to prepare to primarily storm they're going to run in the front door. They ran in the front door of everywhere else. Burn down the roof of my spot. They didn't like sneak in, right? So
No.
they're going to be less guarded around the backs and sides. So if you take some of the giants and meet them in the front, but you take the bulk of the forces and come around the back with Mazik taking shots at anything visible on the roof, any archers taking roof shots because we know they like to do that. That would be a rough sketch of plan here. We have a time mage or we don't?
No. You have divination, evocation, entropy, demonicist, and nature. In Corbin.
I have an idea.
New shadows.
Welcome to the jungle, this bitch.
I have an idea. We
What's your-
and Mazik will look at the war board here and start moving pieces around to kind of demonstrate what we're talking about here. Of they want to be inside House Cassius. We let them. We let them go inside House Cassius. The whole werewolf horde piles inside House Cassius. We close the doors behind them.
Daniel will look up. No, we don't have a battle map of the city. Matt was working on it. And Daniel looks up. as you say that, Mizik, and says, let them kill Gloom? I assume that's what they're after.
Mazik shrugs. What more can a king want than to die to save a city?
The goodly king, the king of the people, dies the hero.
Butcher speaks up. I don't dislike the idea, but Cash's manor's on high ground. Do we want to give that to the wolves?
They don't seem to have the technical wherewithal to take advantage of high ground, do they? They fight in melee. They storm the walls. They don't. Are they ready to play defensively and use high ground to their advantage?
And who's to say we let them inside and let them have what they came for, and then don't go in immediately after them and clean up the mess, because they're not going to have it. It's not like we're going to give them a chance to be defensive.
And there's always a chance that our good king could put his battle prowess to test and defeat the horde. And what a heroic moment that would be!
Out of character, is this like a building we can just burn down when they're in it, or is this more like a castle?
Probably more like a castle.
Okay.
Right, Jen?
Yeah, I say manor, but the houses are pretty sturdy.
We got some defensiveness to it.
Okay.
A master nature mage could do some damage to it, though.
Absolutely.
I guess the other thing would be, are we hoping the king dies here? This is what we're all hoping for, or we?
We don't.
I don't.
Okay. Big picture.
I don't think
we
any
really
of us
care
are
that much.
saying we're not trying to be too overt about it, but yes, that's what we want here.
Okay.
We've
Right, we
already
don't want
kind
to come
of
out and do it in the open, but
politically, he's already kind of not aligned towards what we want, and we kind of already disagree on a couple of matters, especially because what you would have missed from last game is we met with him and talked about the threats of the city, and none of us were impressed with how he was dealing with this.
He basically is a Nancy.
Before I make my, I guess, objective general idea of this, do we think that we could, if he died suddenly, are we in an advantageous position to fill these gaps, I guess?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
We certainly think we're in a
Our
position
house
for
is
it.
technically next in rotation for kingship as it stands.
And the way we've managed this tragedy, our house is the saving grace, the savior of the event. We are the ones who have gathered everybody else together and made sure that they were safe.
It just
And
happened in the
Right,
fall. You guys,
like you
were
just saw the refuge
ruler.
coming
You guys
here.
have moved early to being rulership, then.
yeah,
Possibly?
that'd be great.
That's kind of what we're looking at.
And we can, don't get me wrong, Kaios is going to walk away from this tomorrow night shocked at the aftermath. And
Oh yeah, I'm not concerned about becoming king today, because I will be king tomorrow down the line. So I don't need to seize the crown tonight. It's important to show the city that right now House Timber is about the city where the king failed them. And eventually I'm going to shift myself into that position.
this is this is the what do you call it? The prosecution stage of a criminal prosecution. And tomorrow night will be closing statements. And it will be fine.
It's always good to make them look bad, though. That's always helpful in a political situation. My lord, I think we should force them into their manor and funnel them towards the king's forces. And if they cannot deal with them, we will clean up afterwards and show our valor and their weakness. Is my recommendation.
I like this guy. Gets it. He understands the house temper way.
And afterwards, when you become ruler, you can then perhaps decide if they are worthy of even being a house, of coming back into their rule even again with their mismanagement. Gotta kick them when they're down.
It's a long-term planning. I like that shit.
Wolves are trying to get into the manor anyway. And if we press them into it, can we just burn the manor down?
Well, that's why I asked if it was a castle. I don't think you generally can't burn down castles like that.
Well,
Well, you know, keep the
We've got
tryhard
some
down.
master mages.
Magic fire is different than. I agree with you. If we had natural fire,
I agree too, but we have a master evocation mage who can drop some meteors. We have a master entropy mage who can definitely drop some walls. We have a master demonicist who's got a big demon. Is that Vlad? Is that Hojo?
Hojo has the big demon in him. You have Hojo, who is also a very good
Yeah.
demonicist, and then you also have the master demonicist.
But we
You guys
might
don't stop ruling
try
castles,
to-
right? That's always their manor, though, and you will just
We have two
rule from your own
gears.
manor.
Yeah, we'll just rebuild.
No, is
Um,
that like this, like normal ever, like the ruling party actually moves in that? Or...
well, oh no, it's not. It's not a particular. It's not like the ruling party's house. This is their personal domicile.
Yeah, it's like the White House
Perfect.
where
I just want to make.
you'd
I
move
want to
in
make
after.
sure that's we're not destroying our own castle. Like,
No,
we
no,
look
no,
at
that's
that,
a-
right?
Good spot. Good spot. Yeah.
That's a fair
Well,
call.
But like,
Yeah.
right? GM, is that correct? Because I don't know if we talked about it like that.
A lot of
Right.
people talked. What was the question?
The castle, is that the king's castle, or is that House Cassius's manor specifically?
That is House Cassius specifically.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, because we were saying it's not like the White House where whoever's in charge moves into the spot, right?
And
You know,
even
we
so
have the option of
politically,
that it's so overran that we had to take drastic measures to take care of this threat.
Are you guys talking about burning this place down in character?
No,
Like
this
as-
is
as
outside
a
because I was
No.
looking at, but now I am.
I,
Now think about what to say about this.
We're floating the idea.
I think that I think that the way that I would frame it in character is okay. We push them inside, and whatever happens, and then we go in and we try and save as many of the House Cassius members as we can.
GM,
Yes.
I have plenty of experience to pick up another subtype. If I need to do so, can I?
I will say Corbin, since he's not a very social person, he's probably somewhere else in the manor right now, like studying or like reading. So yes.
Oh, I'm reading either way, but okay. Well, that being said, if we want to burn this place down, acid does double damage to structures and objects, and I'm a 5 light evocation mage. So
How would you
people
be ahead of
want
Corbin?
structure damage? You got it.
you just let me know.
So I think it's definitely we set it up and we start putting massive damage on and around the structures, and we use the physical non-mage forces to give the strong appearance of all this is happening because there are werewolves in the vicinity.
Also, as it stands, I'm pretty tapped when it comes to will. I used a lot of will in the last fight with 1,000 werewolves. So
My lord, my recommendation of you would be to seal off all of the exits except for the main one, and then we'll go at that, and then we will force them further into their first slaughter. And if it looks like we cannot win the battle or keep them
How many?
without massive casualties, then we should destroy the whole building. But I believe that the other faction houses will look down upon us having to destroy a whole mansion or manor for
Well, let's
a light
Let's
amount of
ask 'em.
forces.
They're standing here.
Well,
That's
I'll
my
bring up.
recommendation, I don't know.
If he's saying that, I want to say, can we save on losses if we force the enemy into the Cassius Manor, which they're already trying to get into?
I believe
And then-
so, my lord. If you force them with a show of force on the outside, they'll have no choice except to go further in the manor.
And then we just fill the manor with fire.
If it looks necessary.
Well, regardless.
We can
Uh,
make it
ballpark,
look
how many
necessary.
werewolves are there?
Okay, out of character, would the other houses like look down on you guys for just like burning some other house's manor with everyone in it?
If-
Well, I guess
I feel
my
like that
comment would be
frowned
like,
down, right?
we need to conserve as many troops as we can because we don't know if this threat is going to return tomorrow. And I'll say that to the whole room.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying for like a political standpoint, if it looks like we can take them and with like fewer casualties, we just take them.
to
And
give
if it makes us look
you
like heroes, then and
to
then
give
my-
you a little bit of context that you might be missing, we spent last game rounding up anybody who wanted to fight for us from all the other houses. So they all have representation here. So if there's going to be a protest about it,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, everyone's here except for 2 houses.
if
Oh.
if,
Cassius
they're,
and Pain.
if they're going to make a stink about it, then let's
They
let's
should, I
hash
thought
that
this was
out.
a private.
And I'll tell them that under that, guys. That's what I mean to the room. I'll tell them that.
I'm
Like,
gonna
I think
rephrase
we
how I
need to.
said this then, in all honesty.
I think we need to focus on preserving as many of our resources as we can. We have no idea, like, this might not be
Yes,
the
I would
bulk
put
of
it
the
out that
forces.
way then for sure, saying that it's best to whore them in there and then just nuke the whole place because we need to save on our forces then.
To your credit, Zinsnislev,
You say Zen, it's fine.
it's I'm gonna butcher it 75 different ways. It's fine.
No, you said it right, actually.
Wow, that's the first time ever for the wow. That's not a thing.
Write that one down.
To your
I'm
credit,
scared.
to your credits, I think you have given more activity already in your first appearance at the table than a lot of first timers. So
Yeah, I didn't speak for 6 games.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you jumping out there like and trying to get into it. So if there are a little bit of misunderstandings, it's to be expected. I mean, you missed 6 games worth of stuff. So
Howard, like, while the idea of destroying Cassius is kind of floating, Howard's going to speak up and says, I'm down for that idea. Daro's got some juice, and I think it's the best plan of action.
Okay. Presumably, we have the masters around us too, because they were supposed to coordinate their expertise to the war map. So we'll kind of look to them. What can you guys provide with this regard?
The nature mage, she speaks up, and I can do what I did here, over there. I can block off all the exits to the building. Make only one entrance. The demonicist is with Howard, and they seem to be kind of talking. While you guys are talking, before, they were kind of chit-chatting a little bit. And he also agrees. He also would like to assist Howard in
One
bringing
demo
down-
to another.
Yeah. The entropy user could.
Does Cassius have an ally? Like an undoubted alliance? Like, is there any other house that fully supported Cassius in all their political endeavors?
Yes, Rain.
And they're okay. Well, they're helping us fill the place full of fire, so
Yes. The giants. The giant leader. His name is Golrak. Type that out for you. Golrak. He's a big, bulky dude wearing big, heavy armor, big ass battle axe. He speaks up. He says, "I can take House Guardian out and scare them inside if need be." scare the wolves inside if we need to. What other mages do we have? We've got evocation.
We take the loudest, rowdiest bunch of our fighters and run at the door.
I mean, you got 2,500 dudes, so.
What about
You just tell me where you want me to be, Aaron.
You got 2,500
What about the
dudes,
siege
and then
weapons?
Grinch.
The who? The siege weapons. Yeah, the diviner speaks up as we're talking about House Cassius and says, "Yeah, Mazik's correct. We still have the looming threat of the siege vehicles heading towards the north gate. If they breach that wall, it'll be easier for them to get in."
How long do we?
Maybe divide and conquer.
How long do we have on something like that?
His eyes shift into a glossy white. It seems as he's peering into something. And he returns. They seem to have set up an encampment a few hundred meters away from the front north gate. Maybe
How large? I'm sorry, how large is that force?
Seems to only be around 200 wolves, a general, and 6 siege vehicles.
Oh, then maybe we should send Guardian and possibly Grinch to go take care of that.
I'll go with him.
And let the other 2,500 dudes, press the woven mass into Cassius.
All right.
I'd like to go for the siege weapons. Sounds like fun.
You just gotta take one.
Imagine, take one. Oh god.
I could. Do you want one?
If you can get it, I'm not gonna say no. That seems rude.
So it seems we're splitting up our. We've got Kaios. Kaios, are you gonna stay at the house? Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably
Yes.
stay with you. We've got Mazik and Iran. Mazik's going for the siege vehicles. So is Gringe. Are you sending Erlo somewhere, Aaron?
Arlo and the twins are currently repairing the
Palace.
correct. The Pugilist Palace, my fighting arena, not to be confused with the castle. I know in context, we all knew what that meant, but I wanted Zen to understand that there's not like 2 castles floating around.
Appreciate it.
Agana, where are you going?
We'll look at Aaron and ask him where he would like me.
I think the answer is you go with Mazik and
Yeah, you should come with me.
take on the siege weapons.
Good, that's where I'm at.
All right.
Heard it.
It'll be fun.
So the troops, they're all now donning armbands that have house temper on them, not to be confused with the other houses. Howard Daisy Jr. and the other Master Demonicist are at the front with them, with the giants from Guardian. And they wait on Aaron's go. They're waiting for Aaron to say, hey, go that way. Get to Cassius. Scare him inside.
All right. We're not gonna waste a bunch of time. We're full force. Tally ho, and all that Victorian era.
All right, tally ho. 2,510 soldiers march through the streets of Nyland that are a wreck. As you guys have been sitting inside, the city has gotten worse. Buildings don't even look like that anymore. The fungal furnace has been burned down. And you see a familiar mushroom face as you storm the streets, crushed into nothing.
Mushroom Bros out in
Mazik.
the streets?
Pardon?
The Mushroom Bros out in the streets?
Mushroom Bros out in the streets.
That guy.
They need
Mazik-
to not be.
Yeah.
I'm going to explicitly tell them in my most intimidating, like, the fuck are you doing voice.
I
to-
just told you he's dead.
Oh. Damn.
I don't know if that was clear. My bad.
It is now.
Mazik, Gringe, and Agana. Is there anything you would like to do before heading to the North Gate?
Was there?
Yeah, for one, I don't think we're going out the North Gate, right? We need to go somewhere else because going straight for the North Gate seems like a bad idea.
Was there kind of either some silver flakes or silver powder dolls that I can get a hold of?
You want silver?
You want silver. The armory of House Timber has silver. Just be careful.
All right. If there are 6 valves, I will take 6.
Specifically 6.
Specifically 6.
All right, you can have
How much you want?
specifically 6 files. The
And
diviner.
I will follow Mazik.
The diviner.
Encampment have
purchased-
any specific to it, or
Pardon?
does the encampment have any like specific defenses to it? Have they like, I don't know, put up anything for defensive wise, like, or is it just like a encampment they put up for supplies?
We need to keep him at the table just for asking the good question. He'd be asking all the stuff that we
Yeah.
forget and shit.
Fresh brains.
Does
My
something
DM
have
constantly
defenses?
punish me for those type of things, like, well, there's walls. I was like, but we didn't know that. You didn't ask.
Hey, we've heard that more than once at this table. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
So I don't know if
shit's
they have
happening.
ditches or if they put up like, you know, the spikes, whatever.
you
so
mean the-
charge into them, stuff like that.
The encampment?
Yeah. Or is it just a bunch of tents and they have guards out there?
Tents and guards.
Perfect.
They recently just set up, as the diviner told you. And speaking of the diviner, he purchased Mazik. And
Yes.
Then can I bring fire arrows or anything like that, or you know, stuff for that type of sort to burn down their encampment, cause chaos? Because I assume it's at night right now, or it's around the dark side
It's
of
always
the world.
night. We don't have daytime.
Yeah, it's always dark, right? So
I assume that's up to Kaios, right? Does he have fire arrows? He still has the crossbow, right? All your gnolls have crossbows.
I just know my knows how range stuff, so I don't know if I can get equipped with like, you know, fire arrows, just burn down their tents, cause a little chaos in their encampment, then reap and slaughter the confused people with their burning tents.
Definitely. I support my armies with my paycheck. Kaios gets very few magic items. All my stuff goes into my army, so they're well equipped.
All right.
Perfect.
It is just you three versus and approaching the, what did I say, 200?
Well, hang on. We had a.
Yeah, I'm a null commander. Or
Yeah, he's a
null-
commander. He's commanding.
You do have the gnolls.
He's got the army.
All
Yeah, he's
valid.
got a bunch of gnolls coming with us. Let me
I would-
go take a look ahead.
And I have
the
20
diviner
elites, 50
purchases you
gnolls,
music.
and 120
Okay, yeah.
slaves-ish.
I would
How about
probably
that?
keep at least like probably 2 gnolls and 2 or one of the big undead warriors for me, just
Fair
because like Kaios does my safety matters over everything else. So, but that still leaves everybody else.
Yeah.
Which is a lot.
What's the diviner got for me?
I would leave you with 5 elite. That's a core of them actually. That's my master. I can't have you dying on me or anything like that.
That's true, but the undead are like super tough.
That's why I'm gonna give you at least 5, right? Come on.
They might need nerfed. They're so strong.
The diviner purchases you Mazik and he says, I may
Yes.
not. I'm not the most particularly combat suited, but we could scout the North Gate if you would like to join me.
That's a good idea. We should take a look. I'll be back, boys.
So
Mazik tips his hat.
he takes Mazik through the streets of Nyland, and I'll show some pictures of Nyland while we're walking through here.
Get a little Nyland view. The city at night. I mean, always.
The city, always. You go through the streets of Nyland, and you end up at the North Gate. You guys are like kind of hidden. He takes you up these stairs that are right here, and you kind of crouch back here. And he says,
All right.
Do you have anything that you could maybe look through this wall without peeking your head out?
I might. But I don't want to show. He's a diviner. He already fucking knows. Yeah, all right. I'll pull it out. Take a peek. Wartime
All right.
music. Pull some from the other tracks, but we got other tracks that sound fighty.
Do we?
Just use them.
Do we have something fighty? Dark magic music. Is this any good?
What are we seeing in this this spot here?
So you see a very, very bloody and like savage werewolf in the encampment.
Yeah, who's that guy?
The diviner's going to tell you that's General Ripjaw. He's a grandson of the Wolf King. General Ripjaw is a formidable figure. He's a werewolf with thick fur covering his body and piercing yellow eyes, well, they're red there, that seem to glow in the dark. His sharp teeth are bared in a constant snarl, and his powerful claws are always ready. Ripjaw is the son of Erwin Thorn, and he's a werewolf general who and Erwin Thorn was killed by you guys in a previous battle.
Mm-hmm.
Since then, Ripjaw has been consumed with a burning desire for revenge. He's dedicated the last few weeks into training and honing his army's skills, and he's become one of the most feared werewolves in Nyland. Ripjaw wears a suit of armor made from the bones and teeth of his enemies, a testament to his savage nature. He carries a massive battle axe.
Poor combat sense.
He carries a massive battle axe that glows with an eerie blue light, a weapon that has claimed the lives of countless vampires and humans alike. Despite his fierce reputation, Ripjaw is a cunning strategist and an excellent leader. He commands the loyalty and respect of his fellow werewolves, who look to him for guidance and protection. With Ripjaw leading the charge, the werewolves are a force to be reckoned with, and the vampires would do well to beware.
Target sighted. Got it. Hey, my new buddy, the no leader here. He's an axe, isn't he?
He does have an axe.
Yeah, he has some battle axe, I believe.
Yeah. Grenji's an axe. I bet he's like a new one.
You also see the siege vehicles. You came just in time.
Yeah, they readying up or what? Are they?
The approaching
firing
siege
position?
vehicles are a terrifying sight to behold, lumbering forward with an air of ominous determination. Each one is a massive hulk of metal and wood, bristling with spikes, blades, and other deadly implements of war. The vehicles are driven by powerful engines that emit a deep, rumbling growl, and their wheels are outfitted with metal spikes that tear up the ground beneath them. The vehicles are crewed by a team of heavily armed and armored soldiers, each one wielding a variety of lethal weapons. They wear masks and helmets to cover their faces, giving them a menacing and anonymous appearance. The soldiers move with a cold, calculated precision, their eyes scanning the surroundings for any sign of danger. The vehicles themselves are adorned with gruesome trophies such as heads of slain vampires and werewolves. They are a testament to the brutal and savage nature of the attackers and serve as a warning to any who stand in their way. The siege vehicles move with a terrifying speed and power, leaving destruction and
Wait, they're
chaos in
fast?
their wake.
Shit. I'm blown that things are actually fast. And about how many guys is it per vehicle?
Per vehicle, there seems to be about 4 to 6.
Okay, not a huge crew. And you said masks.
Yes, they're wearing masks.
I'm gonna come back to that. All right, let's go. I'll go tell the other guys what I saw here, including about the general, who seems to be leading the charge.
All right, you run back to the streets with the diviner. He's pissing his pants. You get back to Gringe and Agana. And I assume maybe since they're still at the manor, I'm going to tell Kaios about this.
There's a wolf general. He's got a nice axe. Shouldn't be a problem. Mazik will pat Gringe on the shoulder and say, might be a new axe for you after this mission.
I look forward to his putting his head on a spike for our master and everyone to fear, our master to see and everyone to fear.
You know, I think he'd appreciate that in a sort of way.
Are they sallying forth, or should we ambush them and set up an ambush for them, or are they waiting back?
I think we should come find them.
Does it look like we can approach the camp undetected?
Well, not with so many. But I have an idea.
You go on.
When we start heading at that, we'll see. We'll talk about it.
I'll follow your lead then.
Okay, what is the plan? We've got 6 siege vehicles, all seem to be engine powered.
Well, they are masked.
They are masked.
Which means if I can get a couple of costumes, a couple of the fits, we can just put them on and walk in.
I like this a lot. Let's do this.
Hide behind a bush, grab them, ambush them.
Well, hang on. You say hide behind the bush, but no. We have a better way to do this. Because I can switch places with someone from a range of like 200 feet. So I stand between Agana and Gringe, right, and a bunch of the other boys with weapons raised. I throw my spear. We swap places, me and the target. You guys murk the dude who lands there, the poor bastard, before he knows what's going on. I deal with whoever's on my end. 2 costumes. If we can get any of them alone at all, then we can just get one for free. Rinse, repeat.
All right.
How many can you do before you become exhausted with this?
That's a good question. Enough.
3 would be the magic number. All right. The diviner says I'm going to step out of this one, but it's a good plan. I'm going to go help the others.
If you take their spots, they won't know that you're there then? You'll look like them and can take their spot out there?
I think I could pull it off.
Do we have any way of planting explosive devices out there? Since you're, blowing up one of the siege engine would be a great distraction.
It's funny you should mention that. Yes.
Excellent. Is this
Might
something
even
we can have timed? Like, as they are driving them, they don't know?
Don't know if there's a good time and way to set off the stuff, is it? But I can.
Okay, outside character. What are you guys using for explosives here? Just so I know, I guess.
I don't know if you wouldn't know. It's a rock that contains sunlight.
Oh shit!
Excellent.
Oh no!
I might have a pocket full.
He said,
I don't know how many of these I got exactly, but I got a couple.
Y'all snagged. 2,000, so you might have a few.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. How did these get set off? I guess is the next question. Do you have a trigger on this, or are they just a time type trigger?
When they break,
Usually
take
breaking
a
them.
Yeah, you just kind of hit it.
I
So
like
if I throw one
crystal
hard enough,
shard.
we're good, right?
So
Thank
would
God
they get
it's the
crushed
two
if like
Dampiers.
the siege engine like ran over it with its wheel?
Oh, we're setting up landmines.
Yeah, that sounds actually legit.
Oh,
Yes, that would work.
You're a fucking crafty guy. I like you.
Where the fuck were you?
Wait, can we get some paint? Can we
6 games
paint one
ago?
like a regular ass rock?
Oh, I love the political stuff and like this type of like.
Oh, this is great.
where-
Hang on, no. Let's get some.
Where
let's
were
get some
you a
paint.
dragonfly to go? Fucking like.
oh my gosh, too soon.
Too soon,
soon.
bro. Too soon.
No, I like this look. Let's get some like paint of like I don't know, grayish brown or whatever, right? Rock
Yeah.
colored, and we'll paint a couple of these. Dip them in some like rock colored paint. Stick some rub some dirt on it, right? Make it look natural, so to speak, or natural enough. And yeah, I like this plan.
I guess the other question is, since we have so many bombs, how much outside character? How much are? I mean, I heard slaves are cheap. How disposable are slaves then at this point, if necessary?
Oh, fully disposable. Dispose as many of them as you would like.
Okay, are they
Yeah.
willing to be disposed? I suppose. I assume no,
slaves.
right?
I mean,
They don't have a choice.
Do they have a choice? I'm not
If
sure how we
they
control our
resist-
slaves here.
You just kill the one that resists.
yeah, you go down the line and
do
say,
we
"Are you ready to
control
do
through
it?"
their
And the ones who
families or
say
anything like
no,
that?
you
They
shoot
have
them.
families or anything like that, so they'll do it, and they're like death sworn to us. They'll die for us because they know that we have their families or whatever as cattle.
I think it's more like you shoot the ones who say no until someone says yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I was to say, if we can convince them to be suicide bombers, this will make this fight very easy. Hey, you said they're disposable. I don't know how disposable or how loyal they are for doing these type of deeds. All right,
That's a good question.
Just
so
tell them if they go do
control through
this.
families, it would have been different, right? Like, hey, we have your loved ones, so
They-
if you don't do what you say, they're all suffer
if
and
they
die,
go do
right?
this, they'll get to Growlhalla.
Yeah, tell them they'll be free. Go do this, and then you're free. You're no longer a slave.
Well, would they do?
Growlhalla.
I guess the first ones wouldn't know that these things are going to blow themselves up. So if we really did a few of them, it could be effective.
I think I'm only gonna bring like maybe 10.
Don't worry about it.
10
I'm
one
okay
time.
with just bringing up the vehicles. We outnumber them.
Just be careful. These things hurt.
Yeah, don't get caught in one.
Oh, how big a radius are we talking about?
We haven't really discussed fine print, but
I don't really know.
You ever seen the
Yeah.
sun?
I mean, yeah, I don't look at it directly though.
It reaches our planet.
Well, yeah, that's the radius.
That's the radius.
Good luck.
Radius what?
Okay, we should do this first before the battle starts. And it sounds like
radius
after
is
you
1
plan them
AU.
on.
I mean, come on. Like, hold on. Didn't we set half of them off? And you said he had 2,000, which means we blew 2,000 of them up in a hotel, and it
Yes, but
did not level the hotel.
simple structures block the light. Right. If I hold my eyes over the sun.
So you're saying the light would be visible?
Oh, so it's just light. It's not actually an explosion then?
Well,
It does
potentially.
deal radiant damage. It's like
Isn't
pure
that
holy damage.
Wouldn't it be a one to kill like a normal werewolf then, soldier?
Yeah, probably.
It'll blow up the engine of the siege engine.
Okay. That's all I really want to know, I guess. When you said they
Hard
could
to say.
explode, I was thinking like actual bombs or something, but
This is the first time weaponizing them. Like,
Hmm.
the first time they went off, it was kind of an accident.
Right.
well, when you first said they just give out light, I'm like, I don't think that kills werewolves as much as it might kill us.
Yeah,
It's exploding
radiant
light.
damage does though. Radiant
Yeah,
damage
yeah.
is
Then
damage.
you said they did radiant, so now I understand.
Yeah,
All right, we'll use 2 just in case in there, I guess. No one wants
Right.
to
I'm gonna
see
bring
the
10 with
engines
me.
working.
We'll see.
It also is effectively sunlight, so it will kill a vampire immediately in a blast of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Well, that's why I carry them.
Right.
Yeah,
Thank,
you
thank
guys
God
aren't
it's 2
vampires.
Dampiers. Thank God it's 2 Dampiers and a Null doing this
I
mission.
know, right? Yeah.
All right, you want to cut back to the other team for a bit?
Sure, we can. Do a little flash.
Boo.
right? I was having fun. These guys want to play the game, so whatever.
Yeah, I'm trying
All
to share
right.
the spotlight here.
Aaron. Man, change your name. Put 2 A's there.
Aaron then? Who wants to say that all the time?
Aaron.
All right, Aaron, are you going to the front lines, or are you staying back after having ordered
No, I'm.
everyone? You're there.
Leaders go in first and take spoils last. Like, lead like a man.
All right. Hojo and the other demonicist are with you, and standing behind you is Golrak and his giants, and behind them the 2,500 men marching through the streets, reaching the front gate to House Cassius. And the werewolves are there, and they're definitely staring you down. This is how do I describe this best to you? Sort of like NA is, staring at each other in mid lane. Not doing anything. But
Oh, it's been too long a day for that, right?
things are definitely about to happen. You don't know when. As the leader of this, you call the shots here. In front of you stand 5,000 werewolves. Behind you stand 2,500 men. You are definitely losing in the numbers game.
For now. Okay, so
They aren't jumping you though, so if you'd like to give a speech, go for it.
if that's the mode that we're, how distant is this stare down happening? What's the?
You
What's
guys
the
are about 50 meters away from each
Man.
other.
It's close.
Right. They are definitely growling and, raising torches.
So, I'm going to motion to the mages to just make it rain on this group, and I'll say, "We can talk later. Leave nothing breathing. Leave nothing standing." And they're gonna know what I mean. And the wolves can think what they want to think. House Cassius can think what it's gonna think. And then we're just gonna make it clap.
All right.
Obviously, the nature mage is gonna do the sealing off of the other entrances as planned.
Okay.
We're just-
So the nature mage breaks off with the entropy mage, and they go around the building. They kind of split off from the army. They start sealing off with magical vines and thorns, kind of just walling off physically. What's it called? Just nature grows up from the ground and blocks in any of the exits / entrances to the building. Hojo and the other demonicist, they kind of look towards each other, and they both cut off. One cuts off their right hand and one cuts off their left hand.
What?
And from the wound, a demon emerges out from the wound in their body. And he's about size 50. I don't know what size to feet is, but just-
about 1 for 1. So yeah,
50
like
feet
50
tall.
feet.
Just erupts from their body. Big, scary demon. And it is the same demon. It's Daro. And before you guys saw Daro at only a 4th strength, this is Daro at half strength. He comes out and lets out a big roar, and he's actually able to move now. And so he leads the charge into the front lines of the werewolves. He starts swinging down and casting meteors, causing explosions to the fronts of the werewolves. And as soon as the demonicist and Daisy fall to the ground, the giants and the rest of the army charge in. They start clashing. The giants are taking on multiple foes at once. The werewolves are kind of clashing their claws against steel currently. And I'd say the effort scares them. Aran, man, change your name. Aaron, you definitely, you aren't scared, but you definitely smell the fear in the air, and it invigorates you with spirit.
Ew.
If you are down a will, you gain a will. If not, you go one over. That's temporary. It goes away at the end of the game.
Oh.
AFK.
2,500 of the werewolves storm house caches. They breach the one entrance. They fall for your trap.
Wait, they see shit raining down on them from our direction, and these dogs are literally stupid enough to run inside.
Well, you want them
They-
to, don't you?
They, half of them do, yes. The other half stay and fight.
Oh, okay.
They storm house caches, beginning their assault early. You kind of pick up on some lines of we were waiting for Ripjaw. Where's Ripjaw? We need him now. And one of them stands up and says, "Charge! Just start the
And
assault."
then Aaron says, "You heard him, boys. Rip jaws or whatever."
You stand valiantly in the front lines of the assault, taking some werewolves down with your new army. How does this make Aaron feel? Did he see himself in sort of this position, like looking back on his life?
So there's actually going to be there's a big moment for Aaron with this, because it was very much for a long time the opposite of this, because he came from being a relatively successful, well-known boxer to living centuries of peaceful, just I'm putting on fights life. And the only reason he avoided actual military service is because of his boxing career and then later his vampirism. So this is a little bit awkward for Aaron. But as a fighter, I know how a good fight's supposed to look. So we can make it happen. But it isn't. It is very, very not where Aaron thought he was. In fact, Aaron thought of himself more as like the Victorian era Vince McMahon than anything else up to this.
Awesome. Daro, which I can spell that out.
DAHROE.
R-O-W.
How hard is it?
Daro takes one of the sort of tower pieces from, like, rips it off and smashes it into the middle of the field on the sort of the back line of the wolves, and takes care of archers. And it's mostly cleanup crew, and the nature mage and the entropy mage come back. And say to you, Aaron. All right, the exits are closed off. Do you want me to lock them inside?
How much juice do you have left?
About half.
Well, turn this place into the jungle. Welcome to the jungle.
All right.
That's an actual spell, in case you don't
Yes.
know.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
She's about to have some fun and games.
It's got fun and games, yeah. Welcome to
Let's-
the Jungle is some high-level nature magic.
It is the highest, right? Or one of?
Yes.
Is it the only? Is
It's a
it the
5.
only tier 5 spell?
It might be, yeah.
Let me scroll
Oh,
down
yeah,
to
the
it.
spell list is up for suggestions. then if, when you get there and you start looking at stuff. Feel free.
You prefer John 2 or other John?
That doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
As long as you keep using the same one, I'll recognize it then.
Oh, okay.
Let me read this really fast so I can get an idea of how to thematically
That time I got dibs.
play it.
I mean, technically,
Right.
start calling me Billy. I'll just respond to Billy, so it's it's whatever.
I don't necessarily have dibs.
Yeah,
like,
I
we
would
just
never
call
ask
them
if you
whatever
preferred
we don't call
John.
you.
That's rude. It's kind of like Zach
it's-
and communist Zach. It just happened. Like, I already
Whoa,
had.
don't call me communist, John. I might take offense to that now.
I would as well. We're on the same boat. Don't. Okay. Cool. I like you more and more as time goes on.
The nature mage will stand in front of, the whittling battle that's going on. And she'll lift her staff into the air. And she'll mutter an incantation under her breath and slam her staff down. And as she does, just gorges and massive amounts of thick vines and trees and wood and fucking vegetation sprout at, I don't know, Mach 11 from the ground. Blocking the final entrance.
Painted by somebody who rarely touches grass. Got it.
Yeah, I don't go outside. And some werewolves are actually caught and spiked through with the vegetation, impaling them and killing them instantly.
It's like the giant beanstalk scene, just like whoosh.
Yes. And the front entrance and the entire courtyard is now thick vegetation. Thorned and...
It gets in, like, impassable, right? Like,
right. It is... You cannot get through it. And she looks tapped. She almost passes out after this. The spell is used.
I've got enough juice for one.
She will fall to the ground next to Howard and the demonicist.
Aaron says, "Get her to safety now." And as many as need be can peel off to carry her back.
Timmy, the giant that joined your party at the last game, will carry her out of the battle. Darrow grasps for another tower, but before he can rip it out, is pulled back into the bodies of Hojo and the Master Demonicist, which I will give a name eventually. And they wake up, and their wounds are healed. They both have their hands. The battle seems to die down. A few stragglers that are taken care of. And they assume no mercy, so some of your soldiers put down a few of the dogs that are left. From the inside of House Cassius, you hear the screams of housegoers.
As they die, do they turn back into their humanoid form?
These do not. No, these wolves don't. They appear to be different from the pack you fought before. You do hear a yell from a familiar voice, that being Balthazar Gloom. He doesn't seem to he's sort of yelling orders to his troops, hold the front. And you hear some bickering back like they're surrounding us. But sounds of battle don't seem to be playing. Cutting to Mazik Renfield.
Just real quick so I can get that scene in my head. We cannot get in at this point, correct?
No, you cannot go in and they cannot get out as of right now.
Okay.
Heading over to the Diviner and Kaios and Corbin. The Diviner while that was going on, was in his intrinsic state, and tells Kaios that Cassius has been breached, and that the army has successfully pushed the wolves into the manor.
According to plan.
Daniel will speak up, and which Daniel is the head of intelligence, Zen, of House Timber.
Okay.
And he says, so, Kaios, what do you plan to gain from all this?
I don't understand what you mean, Daniel. Nyland is under assault. We're fighting for our lives, for our existence.
It's just strange to me is all.
Oh?
Convenient that your mentor was put into a coma. The perfect time for her not to help to defend the city.
Yes, well, I wish she had not participated in the tournament for several reasons, including the coma. Also might mention how convenient all this might look for you, considering how close you were to... Oh shit, what's his name? Dylan?
Yes, Dylan. You're going to bring up a dead man. Now.
Should his name be sacred?
If he was here now, he would lead the charge.
He was here now, I would have exposed him for the traitor that he was.
Butcher will snap at Daniel and say, leave it. This is not the time, Daniel. Siding with you in the argument.
Ooh.
And Kaios, is there something that we should be planning now that part one of our assault is complete? You're the only one with your head on their shoulders, it looks.
That's why I turned all this over to
I missed the name. Give me the name who was talking smack, please.
Daniel,
Daniel Duckley.
Got it. Thanks.
the other guy that doesn't like us, the only guy in House Temper that's standing against us right now.
Sounds good to me. That's all I need to know.
Corbin's writing a hit list, bro.
Corbin's not even waiting for a list. He's just acting. Daniel's
Securing the
just
house,
glad
all
Corbin
right?
doesn't have any will.
Securing the house.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Corbin plays baseball by hitting the pitcher, not even waiting for the pitch. Just pop.
Well, as long as you do it before the game, it works out great. What are you talking about?
He just beats them. Then
Is
runs
there-
runs the bases?
Is there
You know,
something?
I gotta tell you guys, I'm from the Detroit area, so you ever heard of Tanya Harding? That's how you get in the Olympics. If you don't
I
get caught.
will work with the Butcher to establish a few scouts and say that we need to scout out some of the key locations of the city, like the blood bank or, I don't know, just important locations to the town.
Yeah, blood bank.
That probably wouldn't have necessarily been attacked because, I don't know, they kind of swarmed and went straight for House Cassius. So, but just so that we can kind of figure out what state Nyland is in.
Okay. Do you want to also send some to Pain, or would you like to hold off on House Pain?
I don't, because even if we discover something there, actually, I'm going to ask the diviner to look into that.
Okay. His eyes go back to a glossy white, and says, they seem to be having still their formal, casual party. And light dancing, light music. They don't seem to be caring at all.
Hmm.
And he'll share this image with you. asks if you would, if I could grab your hand and relay this to you.
Yes. Okay. All right.
So the 5 leaders you saw that were sitting in a cross at the tournament are currently practicing hemomancy on or at least you can assume it's blood magic, on a werewolf.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Okay.
They seem to be not in the party. They seem to be in some dungeon of sort. It's all black. Only the room is only lit with a few candles. And from the vision of the diviner, the one in the middle, they're still standing in that cross they were at the tournament. The one in the middle looks up, kind of into you and at you while you're seeing this vision. And
He sees us.
He'll kind of like move his hand up and like flick his fingers, and you guys are shot out of the vision, and the diviner will fall onto his back.
Yeah.
And, he says, "I'm tapped for now."
All right. All right. Don't really have forces or a plan for dealing with those guys right now. I fear that they may simply have to come next.
Butcher just finished giving orders to the scouts to send them to the blood bank, other points of interest like schools and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We looking for survivors or just the damage in general?
Yeah. But yeah, both. Direct any survivors to come to House Temper. That'll look good on us. And then a combination of just like strategic points in Nyland, like the blood bank, things that are important to our survival, and then like popular places.
All right. And before we switch to Gringe, Mazik, and Agana, would you guys like a quick little break? I need to get water and I need to use the restroom.
You take a little fiver.
A little 5-minute break.
Yep.
Before we cut over to, a 3-way party split. Never done before.
Brand new things happening in this game.
Bang, we're live.
Yeah, we're live.
All right, where did we leave off?
And I gotta catch a flight.
We were heading back to the siege engine party.
Yes, Agana, Gringe, and Music.
And how many gnolls?
Like 50.
Yeah, 50 gnolls and like 120
Okay.
slaves. And I
No,
have
120 slaves,
15
okay.
of his elite undead, which I'm not sure how badass they are, but I'm told they're pretty.
Oh, they're pretty nasty.
awesome.
They're
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
All right, so Agana, are you sneaky? I forget.
Yeah, Ghana's got shadow magic.
Oh yeah. All right, you're with me then. Come on, let's go. I'll yeah, take Agana with me. Agana, you give. We'll let Grange borrow Agana's Whisper Stone. I'll turn it on for you,
Sean here.
so I can talk to Grange myself. Oh.
Did Sean leave last minute?
Hope not. He was right here like a second ago.
Right before we started back.
Well, that's mighty unfortunate.
That's all word for it.
What's happened to Sean and Steven? What is going on?
What happened? I'm here.
Yeah.
What I missed?
Oh, okay.
Okay. We're just...
Just trying not to start without you, but wondering where you're at.
I'm here. Sorry.
That when you're also looking for Sean.
Oh, okay. Speak for him.
Yeah.
He was like talking, and then we started, and he's gone.
Which is wild because he's, here in this scene, right?
All right, I guess it's Grange and Mazik.
Gringe and Music. What's the plague?
Well,
You
okay.
guys are going teleporting first, laying
Well,
some bomb.
Look, yeah, let's we're talking about like having bombs on the way, right? Like in front of them. I guess my question is, how close can we get to the troops here undetected? Right? How close can we get to them without
Yeah, I guess outside character, like
know,
how far?
without-
we
with-
still
before you even need to
camping the
worry
wall.
about
how
it,
far,
right?
How far is that from the actual gate? To the
North
encampment.
gate? You're like, I don't know distances. How far is 500 meters?
half a kilometer? Which is like, up the street.
I like I said, a half kilometer.
Yep.
150 feet approximately, give or take.
No, it's
All right.
1,500 feet. Sorry, 1,500 feet.
Yeah.
Which is
All
like,
right. We'll go with that.
It's like a drag strip.
We'll go with that.
it's like a quarter mile, something like that.
I have survival. So
Okay.
could I put a couple of these bombs like on the path that they'd roll these things as kind of a backup plan for just in case?
Let
Yeah, so that like when they roll forward, these are in the way, right? Like a minefield.
Sure. Roll me some survival.
Survival and
Wits.
all right. Up mines.
All right.
'Cause, they're pointed away. The idea of siege engines isn't like, turning all the time, right? They want to go straight for you. So put them on the way where they'll hit them if they follow the
Sure.
path.
Let me drag you guys out.
Just to verify, these won't hurt dampers, right? Besides radiant damage, it doesn't do like extra damage to you guys or anything, right?
It hurt like fuck, but I should survive. You guys should, stay the fuck over there while I'm working on this.
Yeah, but I'm saying let's say you accidentally, I don't know how many you actually have total, like. They
I keep it in a bag of
fuel
holding
upon
until
you.
I
Okay,
take.
you have a bag of
They're in a
holding.
bag of holding, and I take one
Oh.
out to work. And then yeah,
Gotcha. This will leave easy then.
right. I'm a little more safety conscious than I seem at first glance.
Okay. So how are you doing this? Sneaking up?
No, these are like on the way. So like if this doesn't go right or if I have issues, I have a backup plan in motion.
Oh, these are before you
Right.
guys breached it. These are still in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
season.
yeah. This is the this is so that if they manage to roll forward some distance, they're gonna hit like landmines, basically.
Okay.
And I'll set a couple of them up. There was 4 engines, right?
There are 6.
6 engines. Okay, so yeah, I'll put one for each out. Gives me 4 more bombs to fuck around with.
All right.
All right, and now I want to sneak up with Agana if Agana's around.
Yes.
Hey, you're back. All right.
You want me to cast Creeping Shade?
Couple of things. Yes. A, Creeping Shade. B, let Grange borrow your Whisper Stone for a minute since you're gonna be with me and I got mine.
I'll toss it.
This way we can talk if we have to.
I will.
Grange,
toss
stick this
it.
rock in your mouth.
Wait, what? What?
Stick this rock in your mouth.
Okay.
I love that you just do it.
All right.
I'm gonna utilize that later.
Technically, you've already got one of those. Like you and I can talk at any distance.
Oh, that's even better.
So you're used to how they work, but this is I have another one, so you know how this works too.
Right. That.
All right,
that
so yeah, with Creeping Shade, Agana and May's gonna creep up.
I'm gonna roll a die.
All right. So you're creeping up.
They're whispering stones and they come in sets, and whoever's using the stones can talk to everybody in the set if they're all using the stone. So basically, the whole party puts stones in their mouths, and then we can whisper to each other like all the time.
Yeah, it's
Super
our group chat.
convenient.
I read that right.
2 dice, I saw you. Oh, you just rolled. So crap.
And then Kylos and Branch have our own set.
Of course you do.
Well, I mean, so I can tell them to get the army ready. You know, when we get
I
it.
know. Yeah, no, I'm not saying bad. It's shadows. Attack any shadows 25 feet.
One of the few magic items Kylos owns.
I'm trying to figure out how big it is.
You didn't even buy it. It was given to him. Demetrius, right? He gave it to you.
We bought a different one, I thought, because we owed him enough.
Yeah.
We gave him his mother's
Yeah, we did. We gave
sunset or whatever it was back.
around.
Felt bad taking it from him
Okay.
because we bullied him so much.
We did bully the crap out of him.
That's.
He
I don't
deserved
think
it.
that's right.
10 feet.
Yeah, I typed in the wrong. But
All right, so we're gonna creep up. I'm not sure how that spikes us sideways.
Are you
Maybe
going
darker
from cover to
darkness.
cover?
also, do we need
yeah.
a roll stone?
That will be, I think, my option, I guess.
Let's see. You guys got here. Are we sending Gringe with you?
No, I'm leaving Gringe on the army
No.
because Gringe doesn't have the stealth for it, right?
He has like 1 point of stealth. I'm not sure what that does for this, but it doesn't seem like a lot.
Doesn't seem like a lot, no. Besides, you have the whole army that you're in command of. We're not gonna like separate you
Yeah.
from your troops.
We get
Doesn't
any,
But no, you'll
do
be
we
a
get-
very important part of this plot in the near future.
Oh,
Do we get any benefits of rolling
just in
stealth
case.
while we're in the shade?
you guys have some way to signal me in case you guys need rescuing, basically, and send out Sally forth. To,
That's what the stone's
go
for.
attack. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's right. I guess we don't need anything special like that.
Yeah, that's what we got you the Whispering Stone for. So you're on the network now, so we
Yeah.
can. If I want to, I can whisper and you'll hear it, and I can be like, oh shit, hurry up or whatever.
Yeah, I'm just not used to having that. So convenient, so convenient.
Yeah, it's very handy. But yeah, me and Agan are gonna roll up and sneak. How close can we get to one side of this deal?
So you guys are dropping some
Want
while
some
you're
stealth?
moving?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Oh yeah. Stealth rolls. Let's do it.
Technically, I
Damn
think
it.
you could have extended cast this.
True. You could have.
What?
I could have extended casting.
Yeah,
Not
Yeah.
enough freaked up.
because you're not really in combat.
I've not dabbled in that. So was not aware.
Just taking your max roll. Just takes a little longer.
It's not worth it. Cinecasting got nerfed. Don't do it.
He doesn't have 6 wands like you do.
He's
I only
not
have
doing
2 wands. That's all he let me have.
80,000 damage.
That's
Oh,
all you let me have.
now it's about the wands too. Why not just use a rune?
Yeah, the
All
runes
right.
are a big deal.
You make it to this set of shrubbery over here, and I assume you drop in one here. While you were
Yeah.
over here, you had range pretty much all around you. You can toss them while in the shroud.
I can throw them, yeah.
Well, my mom is messaging me. All right.
Can't you throwing bombs?
Mines, more or less, yeah. Remember
Seems
those sunstones that we painted like regular rocks?
Yeah.
Yeah, putting those in front of the siege engines.
Right.
We're gonna go here. Roll
Leapfrogging
stealth
around. Got
Roll
it,
what?
Coach.
Stealth.
Sneak.
Again?
Yes.
Tell him that you won't do it. I dare you.
All right. One of this
Sweet for
covered.
consistent. Okay, how close are we here? Because
The encampment
I would
is
need to get.
they
so far.
patrol from where they are to there. It's the other side of the
Okay.
blockade.
Okay. And how far are we from? Are the distances accurate or no? Because you can just say not is fine.
I think they're pretty accurate, right? Okay.
Oh really? Okay. Then I'm fucking not worried about this at all.
Gringe, you
It's
can
only like
see.
60 feet.
Is that a lot?
Well, no, it's not. It's nothing for me.
All right, then it's not accurate. Let me fix that.
Yeah.
I
I don't even need to leave the walls. I can just stand up there and shoot.
Is this too crazy? Let's find out.
I think I can too. It's just too crazy.
Mm-hmm. That's
If you have to ask that question, I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah, that's probably good.
that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that's all right.
So Gringe, you can see over that cover. They cannot. They can like peer around it, but you are their eyes right now.
Out of character, I guess. Looking at this map, it looks like we have a moat and they have built 2 bridges on this moat. Is that what I'm looking at?
That's inaccurate.
Okay.
Images are hard to come by these days, my friend.
No, it's fair. That's why I'm asking if this is specifically for this.
This is road. This is road right here.
Okay.
Nyland can't afford water.
Okay, so they patrol out to about where we are.
Just
Yes.
blood.
Pretty close.
Same thing.
It's river blood.
Man,
River
we are
blood.
rich. We are rich to have river blood for Vampire City.
Man,
So-
that's hella.
In fact,
Blood.
one of them starts to break off.
Yeah, how many of them patrol at a time? Just one or two?
They kind of wander. It's not really a set patrol. They're not
Oh, they're
expecting.
They're not really disciplined for at all here, huh?
Ooh, going commando on these guys.
All right, Agana. You want to 1, 2, 3, lock up a aim and 1, 2, 3 hit him.
That's you, Sean.
What? What? I didn't
Agana.
hear what you said. What?
Okay, let's pull out weapons and do a little countdown, right? Let's take our aim, take our time aiming, do a countdown. 1, 2, 3, go. We hit him.
He's at a distance. I can hit him with a shadow strike.
Yeah, he's like 15 feet away
10
from
feet.
you.
You just walk up and hit him. Yeah, you could just walk up and get him if you want to.
I think you just try not to expose yourselves.
And then we'll drag the body back. We have one uniform, right?
Yep. Wonderful.
What is like taking aim and everything like that for?
Okay, so aim is an action.
spell?
Aim is an action, and if we're not in combat, usually it takes 7 ticks, but if we're not in combat, then we can just do it, right? And aim increases your accuracy for your next attack.
Right, I get
I'm
that, but
saying
you're
to
physically
utilize the-
throwing something. but I'm like casting a spell. So how does that work?
If the spell is targeted like an attack, then aim applies.
Oh, okay.
If the spell, utilizes accuracy, not all spells really do, right? Because like mind control, for instance, you don't need to hit the guy, right?
Right.
But if the spell hits like an attack, then aim would work. I mean, you could just hit him.
Yeah.
You have
Modifiers
weapons
to accuracy, such as combat proficiency.
Yep.
All right.
Right.
So
yeah, so
aiming gives
let's
you
pick
what,
him up and
an
then
extra die?
you can do it 3 times for 3 extra dice. If you have the time, like we do.
8.
How's the defense there, GM?
Yeah.
4.
What is the defense?
Does he know we're here?
No clue.
Surprised?
Surprised.
So none?
0.
Already.
Surprise is just armor defense, right?
Yeah.
True. He has armor defense.
Oh, well, shoot.
That's
Do I
fine.
need to
We
reroll?
have to adjust. We have to probably. Does he have any armor defense? He said he was pretty armored, right?
Yeah. So it is
Okay.
just 3.
Okay, so 3 defense. Re-rack it. Boom, boom.
He's hit with the Shadow Strike, and immediately after, he's hit with Blood Drinker.
Yep.
And he falls to his feet. And this
To his
man-
feet.
Or wait, excuse me. He falls on his ass and fucking dies immediately.
Good. Didn't make it to make a sound. Yeah, your shit's not loud, is it?
No, it's
Good.
I literally hit from the shadows.
Imagine it's fucking loud as shit. You guys get surrounded.
All right.
I love this. He falls to his feet. Wait, so he's standing?
He was on his wings before?
Standing.
Oh, it's just win.
Boom. All right. One down.
All right.
You know what? I like this. I had the corpse catchers.
Just kill the whole army.
I have the corpse catchers. I'll grab the corpse. Snap it up.
All right. When that happens,
Actually,
the
you got it.
it seems
couple.
the werewolves, not the ones on the siege engines, but the ones that are on the ground, sort of surround Ripjaw, like they're having a meeting almost.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit!
Dang, I
If they
wish
have
I
a
had
meeting,
Corbin here.
I want to be in there. You said they're masked up, right?
Yeah, they're masked up.
I want to change into his fit.
All right, change into his fit.
Change into his fit and walk up. Let's get in there. Let me get on the.
All right.
I'm gonna
This
stay
might
where
be
I
really
want at.
fucking sketchy.
You going in?
Yeah. Hey, Grinch, I need you to have one of the undead bodyguards. Keep one of them really close by and obvious in case I need to do something crazy. I need one of them
When he
within
walks
sight.
away- When he walks away, I'm going to cut my hand, pull out my bloody
Oh, yeah,
blade.
do it. I
and
was gonna
I'm
get one for
going
you
to-
too, but they're having a meeting, so yeah, I'll
I'm
go
gonna,
around.
I'm
the,
going to
Well, I don't think
pull
that-
my silver dust on my
As
blade.
you're you finally put the outfit on. He's like,
Yeah.
Ripjaw says,
There's a
"Oh,
whole
frog.
there's a whole mask too, right?
Yeah, and the mask.
Yeah.
He screams, "A frog! Where's frog?" And as soon as you approach, he says, "Ah, yes, frog! Finally."
I'll raise a hand yeah, that's me. I'm Frog.
Your voice sounds a bit funny, frog.
Feeling a little under the weather, boss.
There you go. There's a roll for this.
There is. Who would it be?
Isn't it?
I might have it. If it's subterfuge, I'm here. If it's perform, I'm here too. Let's go.
I believe it's wits and perform. Let me look in the book for you.
Manipulation and subterfuge.
All right, manipulation and subterfuge.
It's gotta be manipulation. Can't be with presence. I'm better with presence. I'll play.
Disguising and lying.
Okay.
I mean, well, it's up to the DM, of course.
Yeah.
Strength athletics.
Yep, strength athletics. No.
Yeah,
If
you,
it's in the book as manipulation and is it manipulation perform or manipulation subterfuge?
Subterfuge.
Manipulation subterfuge.
Right, roll me some manipulation subterfuge.
All right, I'm gonna throw a willy on it because I'm in a bad spot if I fuck this up.
Yeah, they just all turn and just kill you.
Well, no, I might be able to live, but I don't want to risk it too hard.
Oh, before we go any further, just so you know, I am rallying my troops, and we are actually going out the front gate so they can actually see us.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Right.
That's gonna help distract from Frog a little bit.
Yes,
Nice.
they can see us basically gathering together, mounting up our own formation, stuff like that. I will have. How far are we? Can we actually shoot arrows at them and just randomly hit shit, or are we too far for arrows to reach?
You are
you should be
234
close
feet
enough.
away.
Yeah, it's not a great shot, but it's possible.
Yeah, just distracting type things if it becomes necessary.
Now you're
Need some-
184.
Need some tokens for the Grim.
How's my frog play going?
All right, your frog play. Let me get some tokens for Grim. Then we can do some frogging.
Oh, Jason's calling me. 1 second.
It's Knowles.
We're not actually putting up 50 nulls, are we?
We don't need to do 50. We can have. I don't know,
Alright.
a couple
You know,
of
Now
records.
there's slaves too. Oh yeah, these Knowles are disciplined.
I don't got slave tokens.
Yeah, the range on the crossbow is 160, so
Not quite.
Right. it's
not
past-
quite
it's
as
past
fast
first increment.
All right. We're just getting ready then.
Oh, that's the
and,
last-
we'll slowly get to
It's
that.
past
soon,
first
then.
increment, so you can do it. You just don't like it.
No,
'Cause
that's
we
the
don't want
max.
them to get. We're not quite
that's
ready
max,
yet,
okay.
right? We don't want them to sally forth on us either. So.
Right.
So Ripjaw looks at you, Frog, and says, "What were you doing?"
Taking a piss, sir.
Ah, yes.
I'll grab my crotch like I was, just shaking it. Yeah,
Acting like a savage, sort of
Mhm.
unmannered.
yeah I'll kind of shake it like, yeah.
Okay. Ripjaw walks up to you and says, "Frog, you were my strongest. If something happened to you, hell, there would be hell to pay."
We'll get those vampires, sir.
Oddly formal of you, but nonetheless. All right, the siege engines are ready. They're filled up. It's time to begin the assault. Rip and tear until it is done. First, we will hit the blood bank. We will starve them of their resources. And then we
I
kill
would
every.
to
Last.
move over this way.
You don't want to get run over? Alright. So,
By this tree.
they load back up on the thing.
Yeah, am I on one of the siege engines in there?
You're going to get on the
Yeah.
one with Ripjaw.
Oh boy.
He picks
Oh,
you up
man.
and says, "You're with him."
Okay.
So he's like kind of holding on to you. He's like, "Buddy, we're about to become the Wolf King himself."
Okay. All right. How close is he watching me?
He's like, his shoulders around you.
Oh man, okay. I'm gonna bear through this for a bit, I guess. But sooner or later, I'm gonna make a
He
move.
smells of piss and blood.
Your favorite.
Oh,
Frog's
man.
favorite.
So
Yeah,
they
I'll
begin-
I'll act like I'm just like living it up here.
They see the
Kranj makes a noise, or he speaks through his whisper stone to Agana. Perhaps you should. Well, are they just two together by themselves, basically? Is that what
Whom?
it sounds like?
Oh,
Our
yeah. How many of us are up here with this?
On the siege
Yeah.
engine, there's 6
no,
with
no, no.
him.
By with him and his buddy right now. How many of them is with
Me
him
and Ripsaw?
together? Yeah.
There are 6 with you.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a lot to take on for 2 of you. I won't make that suggestion.
Well, hang on. Let's
Oh.
split I might. Okay, so it's me and Ripjaw, my buddy Ripjaw here, right?
Your best friend Ripjaw and a bunch
Sooner
of
or
like-
later, he's got to like get off of me, right?
Right.
Okay. And when he does, I want to find a good spot to, is there any like moving parts that I could shove a sunstone into?
Yes, the wheels are exposed.
On the bus go round and round
Right, that's like engine parts or something. I could shove them into like
Yeah,
a gear or
yeah.
something, like.
like a piston.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
No pun intended. Piston.
The first engine starts to go. The one nearest to Agana.
I will
This
tell
is-
Grunge like what's going on here, what's happening as far as I can.
I'm waiting till it passes.
And they see your army, Gringe.
Yeah.
And they fire a first bolt that comes down over here.
Okay.
What do
And
my casualties look like?
it goes boom, boom. You lose 2 gnolls in the blast. The undead are fine.
Yeah, this one's moving fast.
And as it
Okay.
fires, it actually, like, kind of the engine is kind of shoddily made. It sort of lifts up the vehicle and slams down on the stone you planted right there, exploding and removing the vehicle. It's just parts that fly everywhere. Shrapnel actually scratches Agana,
What? How?
dealing 2 lethal damage to you.
That's
You're
great.
too close.
These guys blow up.
Okay. I got a plan.
Okay, I see what
I got a plan.
Yep.
You know I have 4 more stones on me?
Yep.
Shove them into like some part of
Said
the exposed
2.
machinery that's gonna quickly
2 gnolls.
spin into action. Shove the 4 into some part of moving machinery and then fucking bolt.
All right. It's perfect because these 2 are now going to go as they know combat's ensued. They get closer, Grinch. Are your gnolls going to shoot?
Yes,
at-
they'll shoot a volley at, I guess, the right party there.
All right.
Right, because I'm in the middle one.
Yeah, don't blow up the middle one. You do end up hitting a wheel. And it does move and stops. The one on the right stops here. And some wolves get out to engage in combat with the gnolls. And there was no traps planted over here, if I remember correctly.
No.
No.
I only got the left side.
This one begins to get closer to the army, and you shoved these stones in there, right?
I want to
Yeah, shove 4 stones into
blink behind
into-
Mazik.
No.
Oh, never mind. I just heard that.
Yeah, I'm shoving four sunstones into some part of the moving machinery here, the spinning hardware, and then get the fuck out.
All right. You plant them because Ripjaw he takes his arm off of you. He's kind of like piloting the thing. He's like moving forward full throttle. And you jump off as you plant them. How are you doing this? Like kickback flip? Or are you throwing your thing and jumping to it? Your blood drink?
I think he
need a target
means
for that.
penis.
Actually, hang on, that's a good idea because okay. You know how these dudes like we're getting off to go engage the fight?
Yes.
I can hit this guy right here and swap him.
Do it.
All I need is a hit. I don't care about the damage, so what's his defense?
4.
Defense 4. Boom, got him. So there is damage, just saying.
All right. He's
Uh,
wounded, but not
57.
killed.
But yeah, I swapped him. Boom, and then
Swap
yeah,
positions with him.
yep. Which doesn't probably look that stunning because we all look the same, right? We're all in the same gear this time.
Right. So it looks like Ripjaw looks over and he says, "Wait a minute, you're not Frog."
And then
And then boom, as it rolls over a rock, like a normal rock, but the things smash
machinery.
in the machinery
Yeah.
and blow up, killing the engine and the normal wolves. Ripjaw.
How's Ripjaw take it? 'Cause this is 4 stones.
He is beat to hell, but he's living and he's pissed. He has not expected an ambush. I want to delete Ripjaw. These are dead.
I'm not lasting much longer here. He's losing their wolves fast.
Okay, now I will flank.
Fight him!
Corbin. And during the chaos, Corbin Moonstone shows up.
Hey, Corbin's rolling up? Hey, my man.
Well, what the frick?
He
You
showed
know
up.
you're here?
I don't know. His token ended up on the screen, so I assume he wanted to join the fight.
Just
Where-
anywhere there's combat, Corbin shows up.
Where's Kaios? Kaios is here.
Kaios is not here. No. The
Delete.
narrator says.
And then he's like, bye.
He vanishes out. Instant transmission.
That's exactly
Are
what
we
Corbin-
rolling an ish?
Are we there?
You
I
want
don't
to cut
roll.
to the other scene for a second.
Let's cut. Real quick.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
Sean, you just should have rolled attacks.
Hey, we got 2 done.
Oh, I'm dumb. I know. I'm sorry.
Alright.
For you, GM.
What?
Aaron.
For you, GM. Attack, attack, attack.
What up?
We are cutting to you. Are you guys? You didn't go back. You're still waiting outside with the mages, the giants, and your army, who took minimal damage. Are we pushing House Cassius inside of it?
I think that stands to the plan. Yeah.
All right. Well, are you burning it? Are you blowing it up? Or are you sending your men inside?
Do I still hear no combat from the inside?
No.
I have to push it to figure it out.
All right.
That is not what I expected. We would normally just burn it, but there's more going on here.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
what if
you-
he's in on it?
You push to the inside with your army. And let's get you into Cassius.
You meant the Cassius? If he's in on it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I think we're burning the castle down.
Right. My ass
Yeah,
ain't
that-
there.
It makes that choice easy.
So you walk in, Iran, with the men, and you see Balthazar.
What's he look like he's doing?
He's standing on a balcony of the stairs, and your men push in with you. And he looks down at you, and he says, "Aaron, I'm sorry."
Uh-oh.
Sorry you
And,
couldn't put up a better fight. Sorry
he
that you
pull-
didn't get here sooner.
He pulls out a sunstone, and he looks like he's about to drop it. He holds it over the balcony, the awning here. And before he does, a white wolf. I would kill Aaron, but I'm not gonna kill Aaron here. A white wolf leaps out of the shadows from the upstairs and like kind of leaps onto him, Balthazar, and like grabs the stone whilst attacking him, and she bites out his throat
Good.
and sets the stone on the ground.
I'm gonna run and get it. Can't just be on the ground. As I'm approaching, does this wolf seem like it wants to smoke?
No, it doesn't fight you. In fact, it looks like it stands up and she'll, like,
Is this Agana's homie?
clean off the blood. She's wearing the jacket. It is Lilith.
Hmm.
And she will stand up over Balthazar's dead corpse, greet you, and say, "Are you okay, Aaron?"
Oh. I will be. But so what's the scene outside is it like quiet in here?
Yes, the only noises you can hear are the crackling of firewood in the fireplace downstairs.
Where's all the bodies that were shuffled in here? I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know. You don't see blood or, well, besides Balthazar's. If you like wander the building, you can.
You realize that you have questions to answer, right? Why against your kind? Today of all days?
You don't remember when we first met, Aaron. I'm part of the rebellion.
I didn't trust you then, and I'm more confused now. It's not meant to be offensive, but to be fair, my own king was ready to blow me to smithereens. I'm getting used to the idea of traitors around here.
Technically, she just killed our vampire king, so.
She will open his pockets, like that are on his coat.
Okay.
And look for a set of keys.
Body. D&D step 1, you dig?
Aaron, follow me if you have a little bit of trust for me, at least. You know, after saving you and your army's life.
You probably want to make this quick and get out of here. Because I can trust you, but I know a young man who won't.
All right, then let's make this quick. Then she'll.
You're so right.
She'll grab your I don't know, fucking hand, forearm, whatever, and kind of rush you through Cassius Manor and down some stairs.
I'm just keeping it real. Like that wasn't even a threat.
There's a large steel door, and she unlocks it with the keys she got from Cassius. And entering the room, you hear growls and roars, and it's pitch black. But the only thing you can see are a bunch of pairs of red gleaming eyes. And she'll flick a switch, and lights come on, and it is a dungeon that's massive, and it is just hundreds of locked and like imprisoned wolves that seem to have sort of a device on them that's pumping fluid into them. A green fluid.
What?
Like semen?
I don't. Is your semen green?
Sometimes.
I missed that.
That's gross. But yes, they seem to be like tied up, restrained down, and are being forced to have this fluid flow into them, almost IV-like.
What the hell is going on?
What in the steampunk Victorian era game did we run into?
They're making Warwicks. Mass-producing Warwicks.
Lilith says, "This is what House Cassius has been doing to my people."
Man, no wonder they're pissed off.
They're making werewolf super soldiers to take over Dayside.
Tyos, write that down.
I don't know that my plan's extended to dayside. Why? We have a whole half of the planet.
Do you expect me to stop this and let them live? Are they even the same anymore?
I don't know. Anytime I haven't really gotten to speak with one. They seem unstable in their current state. I just wanted to let you know they're here, and that if I don't know, they were to break out, it'd be even worse than what you're dealing with now.
Here's what you need to know. I never saw you. For all I know, any wolf could have killed Bloom.
When you run into Agana again, let her know I was here, but only her, if you can. And once again, the Wolf Rebellion in the north is always looking for aid. The Wolf King will rise in 2 weeks.
These wolves, these 1,000, are they the kings? Is it all Cassius? Do you know?
What was your question again?
Wolves that stormed the city.
Oh, you think Cassius planned it? No. When Erwin Thorne died, the pack was lost. His son, Ripjaw, wanted revenge.
I'm a little bit lost as a player. Did Balthazar literally hem up 2,500 wolves that ran into his spot in the time that I was standing outside?
No, these are different. Different coloring. It's a mix of
We're
white. We're
wondering what happened to the 2,500 wolves.
I'm wondering what happened to them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's lost us what happened to 2,500 wolves who popped in and then vanished.
They did vanish.
That's concerning. Well,
sorry, my mother was talking to me.
That's the...
Yes, they vanished. There are traces of them around the house. Claw marks. Fur. But no blood. Sadly, you don't have magic sight.
I have magic sight and a whispered stone. Aaron, I lend you sight beyond sight.
Sword of Omens.
Is that a thing?
No.
Oh, but I have master mages with me.
Oh yeah. He does have fucking wizards.
That you do. I was waiting for you to fucking say something. All right. So your mages look around the first floor. They didn't go down with you. And when you come back up after learning about the wolf super soldiers in the basement of House Cassius, Howard will approach you and say there's traces of portal magic around the first floor of the building.
He didn't save himself, Howard. Would you find that odd?
They're not of Gloom's. He doesn't know portal magic.
God damn it, Luella.
And the other demonicist will say, no. They're of Professor Rykard's. The portal magic professor.
What is this damn school doing?
Well, knowing what I know, we can't let this house stand.
Should we? Howard will continue speaking with you. And say, should we break it? Should we just get rid of it?
We have to collapse it. There's something terrible going on in the lower floor. Some sort of super soldier army. I don't know exactly what all this means. I don't know why it seems that at every turn we've been crossed, double-crossed, and triple-crossed. But I do know Bloom was willing to kill me. And himself.
All right. We'll get to collapsing. You should move the army out. Get back to House Temper.
All right. I'm going to tell the army to head to the gates. I'm going to make a stop. Or, better yet, I'm going to call the Kaios to the Whisperstone and say, meet me outside the house. We need to talk.
Okay. Wait, which house?
House Temper.
Be right there.
I'm gonna like send the army along, and then we're gonna have a little chat about what happened, and the whole reason I didn't do it in the Whisperstone around everybody is I didn't want any facial reactions from you once you hear the whole dynamic of Agana's friend showed up, Bloom was ready to Sunstone bomb me, the wolves portaled out of here to God's knows where.
Yeah.
As you leave the property,
we can have the conversation, but reactions can't be.
Right.
as you're leaving the property, the black and red lightning from before appears, and Daro once again emerges and like kind of spins in a circle. Like his size can't be contained by his confinements of the building, and breaks the walls, and it all just kind of crumbles and falls down, and the building collapses in on itself. Rubble and rock fall into the basement in the dungeon and crush the evidence. House Cassius, or rather Cassius Manor, is destroyed. It is no longer on the map.
Another
As
one
it-
bites the dust.
As it falls down, I look to Kaios and I say, "You know that wasn't a vampire house down. It was something else entirely. They had no loyalty to us."
Just another stepping stone.
There are a couple thousand werewolves unaccounted for.
A problem for another day.
just when I, as a player, was like, this game's moving kind of fast. Dino coming in with the okey doke.
From the top rope with a steel chair.
I almost killed you. Remember that.
No, you didn't.
Oh,
You wouldn't have done it.
I don't know. I don't know how that would have gone down exactly, but it would have involved a ram grapple action at least, and a falling sunstone that might have still shattered, but it wouldn't have been without some effort.
So it's 11. We now have freedom to move everyone over to part 2, which is the battle with Ripjaw.
Yeah.
Do we want to wait?
I don't think you had that much left. No.
When you guys,
Do we want to finish that?
Yeah, let's finish it.
let's let
All
you
right,
just have
run it.
kill him, right?
Let's finish
Let's run
it.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we're gonna take Ripjaw pretty quick here.
All right.
I think you
I
might
have
be
confidence
surprised.
in my team.
I think by the time you get back over there, he might be dead.
Oh, I'm worried there might be
Game
like,
over.
2,500 gnolls there now.
I think Grinch killed him.
That would be awkward.
Okay.
All right.
Ripjaw roars. He says, "Which one of you was it? Frog? What did you do to my frog?" And
Frog's dead, baby. Frog's dead.
it's time.
Time to roll initiative.
Bro.
Get on the board. Ah, damn it.
Uh-oh. I see all of them.
Okay, Grinch goes first.
Get rid of our
Oh,
run.
do you need to get rid of everybody else?
Click on a roll. Click on a roll, okay.
Yeah.
What did Mesa roll? Mesa rolled
9-3,
what?
11-3.
Corbin's not there.
And Grinch is an 8-5. Good job, Grinch. Look at you keeping up.
All right. Let me roll for everyone else. I had to
Is
fix
this really keeping up?
So when
Yeah.
you
Yeah, low is good.
Oh wait, okay.
Low
Yeah.
is really good. You want low.
Low is good.
All right, that's different for me then.
Yeah. Because our initiative is a little different. It tracks upwards. Every time you take an action, you add your speed to your initiative.
Oh,
And whoever has the lowest number goes next.
Yeah, I didn't get to that quite portion in combat yet, so.
Right, it's fine.
Don't worry, there's a lot of rules when it comes down to.
Yeah.
Wait, no, these guys are dead. What am I doing?
We've had mostly thematic scenes.
Yeah, so far.
All right, Ripjaw. He goes first, and he's gonna jump towards Grinch. Boom. Pounces and he's gonna swipe at you. What's your defense, Grinch?
That's a very good question. Let me take a look.
Armored defense is what you're looking for. It'll be in the top middle section.
It will be under the traits.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm under traits. I'm looking to it. We're looking for a defense with a big D.
Armored defense.
Armor durability. That's
Above that.
Oh, I see it now. 3?
All right, 3.
Okay.
Does that seem right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I have a column with 11 there that says divided by 3 equals 3.
Yeah, you divide there's things that contribute to defense, and it's divided by 3 to get the final result.
Okay, I just want to make sure I'm reading the final result. It looks like it's on the right.
So you're good. You're good.
Yep.
Hit him.
I'm hitting them. Bam! He swipes at you with his claws and he roars at you while he does it. His blood-soaked breath. Definitely get some blood on your face.
He's not doing too much though.
Distance, I mean.
No fatal? No fatal. 24 damage. Alright, so to take damage, there's a macro for that, Grange. And the inputs are going to be the damage you take divided by your durability. And it's set up to kind of do it for. And the durability should already be put in.
Alright, so it came up with 8 for me, so I just submit it and okay.
3 damage.
Interesting.
I don't have that macro.
You should.
Oh, I do have that macro. I just never have used it.
That's what I thought. You haven't been hit? You haven't been hit. Yeah, when's the last time you got hit? You wouldn't need to get hit.
Last time
you
I
get
got
swing
hit,
in
when
one?
we had that huge shield.
Right, okay. Is he just swinging once?
Yes. He is swinging
Yeah,
once.
that's okay. Well, Grange,
Alright.
fuck him up.
All right, Grant.
Should we have put some trackers on the board for the boys, as we call them? Because there's
Yeah.
a lot of we got a lot of grease on the field here.
Let's put some boys on the thing. Can you roll initiative for your undead? Fire.
I don't have any
Actually,
power for that.
do not.
I think you might need to do it for us, Jimmy.
What is their action speed modifier? They don't have one, Mr. Conrad.
Let's see. Do they have initiatives? I can't see the stats.
I just get a picture when I click on their name of elite
Yeah.
undead enforcers. They have a nice axe in their hand though, and armor.
They do, yeah.
They have no traits. I don't know what they're.
I can't even click on their pictures.
Was he here? Fire.
What's up?
Said,
Can you roll initiative for your? Or do you know the initiative of your undead?
Yeah, let me see. I think it's 5.5.
5.5. Okay.
Yeah, put a couple on the board.
5.5.
You want to stop rolling high? Maxing out the initiative.
Oh, that's max is 14.5.
Well, he rolled a 10, so
Oh, if I click on, I guess I can see that. Oh,
yeah. If you hover over it, you can see
Got
it.
Yeah. All right, Fire. You're gonna fight for your undead. What does your sorcerer do?
Start charging Frostbolt.
Start charging Frostbolt. It is the one on the right.
Okay.
He's gonna cast this Frostbolt or no?
He's got 5 guys. Yeah, that's it. We're gonna extend to cast it, so speed 7.
You're extended casting it?
Yeah.
Okay. What is the speed modifier?
7.
Action speed 7. That's 77. Oops. 7. All right, Grinch. It's up to you now. He's staring at you. He's pissed.
Well, I call my comrades around me and kill this fool. And of course, I'm going to attack him as well.
Get him.
All right,
Because,
his
what
defense-
kind of fool coming at a whole army by himself? What a fool.
His defense is 6.
Okay, I just hit attack, right? And it'll
Yes.
fill in for me.
And then you need to subtract the defense yourself.
Okay, so you said 6? Oh, I'm at 0 then.
You still get 1.
Chance
Chance die.
Yeah. So just
Put
put
in
in
one for a
1,
chance
so
die.
this would be a chance
Yep.
die.
Oh.
Well, I put in 0 and chance dice are gonna pop up, or I just put one.
No. Put in 1.
You put
Put in
1.
1.
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure how the macro worked for
I
this.
mean, I could set it up to make that work, but I haven't.
Fatal value now?
It should still be 2, right?
It says 2. Not sure what that
Yeah, then leave it.
Okay.
All right.
But
You
I could make
missed.
it not even ask you that. But
But onslaught, right? He loses
Onslaught,
a
yeah.
This looks like I had a critical miss. Or a failure, rather.
it's. Oh, actually, it is. Fuck.
Yeah, it looks like a 1 to me, so. Now on a critical
Yeah.
chance that happens.
That is on a chance die. We haven't
Ouch.
had one of these in a while.
We don't do this
No,
for
I know
combat
what
though,
happens.
right?
Cool.
That's true.
What happens now?
Okay.
Yeah,
Excellent.
combat is different.
Combat's different. If you did it on like trying to relocate a shoulder bone, you'd like rip the shoulder off or something. Something crazy. But you just miss. And his defense goes down to 5. Your action speed, please.
It's speed 9. It tells you in the notes.
It does say speed.
I don't think I made you one for taking speed though. I'll help you out.
So I'll pull up my
Help you
shotgun,
out.
I guess.
Gotcha.
Agana.
Can I get to him? Is the question.
Hold on real quick. I want to make sure he knows where we got the speed from. It's in your notes there. We added it to your initiative. That gave you your current score of 17 and a half.
Okay.
All right, Agana. What's your move speed? See how close you can get.
Not that far. Hang on. It's 28. So no, I cannot get to him.
Do you need to?
I need to get in range though. So that's 28.
Dash. Forgot to.
What is the range on that?
85
Yes, I
feet.
can hit that. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna move 28, which should be right about where? Hang on. Right
You can
there.
hold. Yeah, you can hit shift when you got the arrow out. And it'll mark it for you.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go there. And now that's what? Dang, it's still not far. Alright, I guess I'm gonna dash to right there.
We'll dash speed 4.
Speed
You don't move
forward?
more, you just go faster.
Oh.
You're just gonna come up real quick.
Right, you'd be after one of the undead, I believe. I can't do math.
Alright, well, I can't do nothing. I'm gonna cast Coagulate on myself though, just in case he decides to pounce on me.
Are you gonna dash or cast coagulate?
Yeah, no, I'm not going any further. Cast Coagulate.
Yeah, it's one or the other, I believe, right? If you dash, you can't do anything else. Or am I mistaken?
I didn't move again, so or anything. So I just went my movement speed and I'm casting Coagulate.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So you haven't taken your
Correct.
action speed yet. Got it.
Alright, and what that's what is my freaking speed? I gotta remember. Seven. Oh, wait. I gotta roll.
Hello?
All right.
Like it just got quiet.
So,
I was waiting on a coagulate roll.
Oh yeah, I was reading. My bad.
No worries. No worries. Take your time.
Where is it? 3, 6. I put it in my blue circle.
All right. Cool. As it hits the 10th tick on the initiative tracker, the Knoll army shoots a volley of arrows towards Ripjaw.
Oh, they're close now. They should be getting in the melee. Get them in there.
They already had one loaded. Let them release it.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, fair.
They release it. Do you have a mass volley roll fire for your army?
You want me wait against one dude? You sure you want to do that?
I mean,
he's only dude right there, so.
they're there.
I mean, if we use mass combat rules, he's gonna get turbo fucked.
Yeah.
I mean, if we use individual rules,
After the
he's gonna
first
get
5 of
turbo
them,
fucked.
he's on 0 defense.
Yeah.
Every guy after is going to add fatal.
Well, what would mass combat be? It would be we do one roll, right? We only got one success,
Still.
But that would be one success times what's the crossbow damage, like 6 times 50 guys.
That's a lot of damage.
Basically 50 successes with the crossbow.
There's only 48 guys, by the way. 2 died.
Yeah.
Just to make the math more difficult.
True. Good catch.
So I don't know. How do you want to handle it?
They're there. Like they wouldn't not fight, right? So that's how
Yeah.
I'm imagining.
Okay. Times 48.
You
We're
guys
going to
can
do
get-
288 damage.
All right.
Because I rolled terrible. I rolled a 1.
All right. Let me
Just wait to get melee.
do this thing. All right. This man is covered, and I mean covered in arrows, and he
Wait, is it
is
Knowles?
limping. But he's still alive and kicking just in time for Mazik to get his turn in. Actually, wait, no, it's the sorcerer's turn. What is the sorcerer doing?
Hit him.
This isn't the one before that was charging
It's
up his frostbolt.
This is the one on the left.
What? Well,
Hang on, I'll talk to can I whisper stone to the group chat here, which includes Kaios, and say, do we want to take him live?
can you think of a reason to?
Well, if you can't.
Answer for his fucking dogs.
Wouldn't that be killing him?
Yeah. If we're just gonna kill him anyway, we can just come right now.
Well, I don't know how you
Yeah,
pronounce
you might be right,
but from what you
because-
guys know, of what just happened in the mansion, I don't know how how the interaction. You know, he's his grandson. Would he know the plan of what's going on? Do you guys think?
Good point.
I don't even
That's
know
on
if
you
I
guys'
know the
part.
plan of what's going on right now.
Exactly. So you might want to question him to figure out what the hell's going on.
That's kind of why I asked. It's like,
I mean, I don't know. From my
Right,
character's
if
point
you
of
reason
view, I don't
for
know what's
keeping
going
that.
on, so I would just kill him unless you told me not to, basically.
right.
So that's my
where I'm
plan.
at.
Since you guys saw some weird stuff, I don't know what you want to do then.
I think Aaron would edge on the side of bring him in for questioning, but we might bring him back to the house and he just gets mopped up anyway.
Yeah, Kaz would be on the side of killing him. Because I think if I wanted answers, I would just go to the mages.
Okay.
I would go to
Yeah.
the diviners.
All right. Well, your spellcaster's up.
Okay, well then I'm going to frostbolt him.
All right.
I didn't give myself a spell for this, so let's just... Oh, what's his defense?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Zero
Zero
now,
at this
right?
point.
Like it's like negative 32. I'm pretty sure. So.
I think it's
Oh, you guys go negative for that
active.
actually?
It
It adds
affects
value.
something, but not. Yeah, it does have an impact, but it's not like straight
Five.
negatives.
What would be the? I'm just gonna put 10 fatal.
All right.
Gain 90
Very
damage.
Conservative 10 fatal.
Very conservative 10 fatal.
Yes. Ripjaw falls to his knees.
Crossbolt.
From the volley of arrows that pierced his skin and the frostbolt. That
I like to think they fired in like coordination too, right? Ready, fire, boom, right?
yeah, that'd be cool. Actually, yes. It's
Hell yeah.
coordinated. They're very
It is
professional.
an army.
mold.
Yeah.
Kaios trained them well. And the
Oh,
frostbolt
great,
brings him
man.
to his knees. Or yeah, Gringe trained them amazingly. Congrats to you. And the frostbolt brings Ripjaw to his knees. His axe falls out of his hand. It glows a brighter blue than it was before. It was more of a dark blue. Now it's a lighter, happier color. And Ripjaw's eyes close. Finally.
Wow, he dies like peacefully actually. Interesting.
Oh no, he's gonna blow up. They never die peacefully.
He better
No,
not
no,
blow
no.
up.
He knows
He-
he knows he's gonna blow up though, so he's letting it go, right? It's like he's not fighting it. He's like, this is my plan all along.
You had something, Jimmy?
He does not blow up. It would have been
Okay.
funny for bones to go everywhere. I'd like to imagine everyone in the army, Agana, Mazik, and Gringe included, like kind of like brace themselves a little bit. Because the way it looks. But no, his blood red eyes fade into black, and they shut.
We hear the wolves.
All right.
The wolves don't howl. It is a grandson.
Yeah, it was a grandson or something.
Well, I'd be
Well,
done then because that's.
I
what
figured
do.
he was still royal blood, so.
He is.
Mazik will walk up and grab the axe that he dropped and, offer it handle first to Grinch. Say, told you I had something for you.
How big was he?
Out of character, is it something I would take?
Says
Or,
8.
well, I only take this from like master for spoils. I don't know how you guys
Well-
do basically, right? So, like, he's my master, right? I don't just get stuff for free. I would offer to my master first. If he wants to gift to me.
He doesn't
then-
want an axe.
Oh, I don't want that. Yeah,
it's his
that's
spoils,
totally
though,
you.
right? It's his spoils.
Well, no, hang on. This is our kill. It's our spoils. Right? I'm in
I'm
charge
only-
of the op. It's my
Well,
I
I'm,
also
spoils.
just playing with-
want-
I'm not sure of like the what do you want to say, like the
Hierarchy
interconnection,
here?
how this works, hierarchy, right?
Yeah,
Like, if I
no,
would
we're
just, like,
good.
Everything. Okay.
Mazik
We're
wouldn't have
good.
handed it to you if it was a problem.
Yeah.
I was only interested in the political glory that is this victory. You are entitled to whatever you earned.
Well,
Yeah,
I think of
and-
it this way: I'm your general, so everything I conquer is yours, right?
Aw.
So let's say if I pillaged a village, I would present you the spoils, and this would be one of the spoils, right?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
if
but-
you wish to gift it to me, and from my point of view, you would gift it to me then, or whatever.
Oh,
But
okay.
here's how it goes. Mazik's
Well-
handing you the axe. If you choose to offer the axe to Kaios later on, that's your business. But either way, Mazik's handing it to you right now.
We can do a celebration later.
When Mazik picks up the axe,
Yep.
the color shifts to a bright yellow. Almost sun color, but it doesn't hurt you. Or anyone.
Hey, Gani, you know what
when-
this thing does?
What?
You know what this thing does?
What does what thing do?
Axe.
It chops things.
Magically
Yes,
speaking.
paid attention.
What?
God, is so
Magically
smart.
speaking. You know what? Never mind. I'll just show
I
Corbin
can
when I find Corbin.
Can
I
my
could
undead
try.
Mages,
I mean,
mages, like
mine's
figure
blood-
this out at all? Could they talk? I
blood
have no
type.
idea.
Can who talk?
Who?
What was that?
I
Oh.
don't think my blood's up.
If you have blood sight, you've got normal magic sight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then yes, I'll try to figure it out.
When you roll it, if you can.
What is that? It's wits and. So yeah, okay. Here we go. Well,
When you try looking at it with magic sight, the color goes away, and actually like sort of lifts off the axe itself and presents a paper in front of you, but you can't read what's on the paper. It looks like runes and sort of a magic text you've never seen before. Especially the text itself. It looks like a different language almost. Maybe a different language of magic.
Wolf magic.
But when Gringe takes the axe, the color shifts back to a bright blue, like a light baby blue.
Ooh. I would change colors from Mazik to Grinch.
And how big is this axe?
It's a two-hander,
two-handed
definitely.
axe? Like
It's
a- okay.
definitely two-handed battle axe.
Right. Not one I'm
Alright.
comfortable throwing though.
Well, I still want to cut off the general's head to present to you, my master. So that's what I'm going to do with it.
Love it.
All right.
I love this guy's way. It's my favorite.
Did he have anything
First
else
time on the
him?
table.
Like a pendant or
That's a
anything?
good point. Let's check it out.
He had bone armor. The bones look like they actually grew out of him. It looked very.
I'll bring the whole like.
Oh,
painful.
cool. Yeah,
Hang
we'll
on,
bring his
if
course
you're gonna
back too,
go-
but
If you're gonna
I'll
cut off
bring
the body,
head myself to my master, and we'll just carry the body with us.
no, we don't need to. I got a corpse catcher for that.
Ah,
Yeah,
I
that's
thought
why.
that was okay.
It's so we can steal away bodies.
It's like a Pokeball, but for dead bodies.
All right.
It's a good way to put it. Hey.
Also, I give
Yeah.
out the order to collect whatever bombs that we have left out there, because I don't want a random
Yeah.
vampire stepping on those and
Ooh,
blowing them
good.
up and dying.
Good call.
call.
Indeed.
I was gonna catch you on that. Good stuff.
Nice.
Yep. And
you-
we'll also call in now that we got how many siege engines whole? Because we only blew up like 2 of them.
blew up
Right?
3.
We blew up
Got it.
3, so 3 left. There's 3 we got left.
Mouse temper.
Mm-hmm. And we'll say that we probably need to get some engineers to take a look at them because they might be a little shoddy.
They are flimsy. You pick up the sunstones that you left inside the north gate and outside the north gate,
Yeah, I'll take those back. Get them.
and you get Pokeballed Ripjaw back to House Temper. And I like that our splash page is also House Temper a lot.
As it should be. It is the important part of the game here.
What's going on, Kaios and Aaron? You guys arrive, Agana, Mazik, and Gringe, you guys arrive at the same time as the Demonicists and Howard do into the building of House Temper.
Actually, let me stop you first. Do we collect bodies for any reason? Since I know that people are necromancers
Yes.
or anything like that. Is that something we need to do?
Yeah.
Because if we do,
often,
we
yeah.
do that then.
Let's
Clean
put
the
the corpse
battlefield and
catcher.
take them.
That's what
Well,
we're
we
looking
only
for.
set it for the
catchers
main
before.
guys, so I don't know if we take just important ones or all of them.
All of them.
I tend to
Okay.
grab the important ones, but yeah.
Well,
Actually, hang on,
I have,
you're-
I have a
you
small
should leave the
We
army.
take the important ones.
No. We should probably leave the army at the siege engine just so nobody like comes and fucks with them while we're gone.
Oh, we don't bring those back with us too.
Well, can we, or
Drive them.
is it better? I don't know. You
Yeah,
tell me,
can
Jim.
we-
Is it better to? Can we just drive the siege engines home with us, or like have the army driving behind us, or what?
They can drive in with you.
Okay.
They're not very
Right.
difficult to.
Got like
maneuver.
50 guys to man
So-
them and drive them in.
There's a forward lever and a reverse lever. If you have to turn, you're
Very
fucked.
straightforward, huh?
Oh, do I have to be smart enough to know? Because I'm worried about this axe glowing, so I don't want to just like walk around with it near my master. Sounds like it does something weird with vampires by color. Am I smart enough to know this? Do I need to?
You might not be, but Corbin is.
Okay.
Yeah,
'cause I-
we'll-
when I
we'll get
go
it
meet
looked at.
master or whatever, I would want to leave it with a servant or someone else, whoever not near, so it doesn't like just go off and kill us.
We'll get it checked out.
Yeah. Okay.
And either way, it
Also,
didn't like
get
hurt
out
me,
there.
so I'm not really that worried.
Yeah, but you're a damper,
That's true.
so it might do something different in the presence of a full vampire.
I
We're
love
gonna
that
look
he's
and find
always concerned for my safety.
It's said on the character sheet. I'm loyal to you, like to a fault that I fear failing you. I wouldn't. There should be a table of failure if I killed you.
Love
Well,
this
Sean.
guy.
All right.
Damn.
Collectively
Hold,
take
hold
it
on.
seriously.
Let's just recap that real quick. In the first game,
Pardon?
I just want to recap I want to recap the new guy energy. In the first game, he didn't talk too much. He talked just enough. He got involved in the plot, and he played his character sheet.
Holy shit! It's the first time.
Oh,
We're batting 1,000 out here.
we are winning. I hope you had fun because I like you.
Zen, it took me 6 months to say a word.
It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad,
But-
but you didn't.
but-
you didn't say much for a bit.
No,
yeah.
no. The first 2 games were. Is this a date?
Nah, okay, yeah.
Hang on. There's also the first 4 games of Zach, which was all dick jokes.
Yup. Not gonna lie.
He did it. He totally did it. His first 5 games were just dick jokes.
Let's wrap up here with the final RP moments that we want to get out of the way.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
guys-
we'll come in. May as well go say we got some seasons.
Sean's internet
And-
went out.
And took the general.
Aaron will comment. We got some problems.
When don't we?
Okay.
So
Well, I think we should all go debrief in private, but since we come back with all the soldiers, I would like for us to send all the forces out across the town to secure, sweep through the entire city and make sure we catch
yeah, I think that
all of the wolves, secure
Whatever's
everything.
left.
I think the
Secure
first thing.
wall.
I think that's the first thing Aaron's gonna do is before he goes, because obviously we have the hidey hole to debrief. We have the chapel, the church, the secret room.
Yeah.
You know the one.
Secret base.
Yeah.
Before I go back there, I'm going to make a point to walk the city with various amounts of the soldiers and drop them off in locations. In
Okay.
particular, around that fucking hole in the wall that never got repaired.
Why don't you
Yeah.
get them started fixing on that, right?
Yeah, let's
soldiers
do
can
that.
carry blocks, right?
That's what I was gonna ask. How many breaches do we have? Have they breached every gate we have too, or
No.
We don't really
There's
know how they
there
got
was
it.
a hole in the wall from the
Probably
first
like
game.
game 2.
Game 1, literally game
Game
1.
one. Yeah.
That never got fixed.
It never
Hole in the
got
wall was
fixed.
game 1.
Wasn't really our responsibility at that point, per se.
Yeah,
Not really.
thanks, Obama.
oh, then
Taxes, am I
we have-
right?
Before you,
It was the communist wall. It owned its own rights of production, so we left it alone.
before Kaios, you leave House Temper to go to the hidey hole. Howard Daisy Jr. will approach you,
Oh,
and
Great.
HTJ.
he
hey, great work out there.
says, "Thank you. It wouldn't have been done without House Temper." And I have a proposition. Would
All right.
you be interested in a merging of houses?
Yes.
House Vlad and Timber merging into one.
Actually, I really want to talk to you about that, perhaps a little bit later. But I was thinking House Nyland.
It's got a nice ring to it. If you don't mind, I'm going to take the Vlad soldiers to help clear up, do damage control at Vlad Manor.
Absolutely. Let me know if you need anything.
Likewise. And he'll walk out with Todd Daisy, the remaining twin.
We call him Hojo, but isn't his name technically Ho Daisy Joe?
Yeah. But we still like Hojo.
He leaves.
Oh, Dejo?
The mages leave as well to go check on their school. And Guardian, everyone basically disperses and
Okay.
goes to, clean up their houses and make sure everyone's okay. You guys make it to the hidey hole, which I can move you to.
Let's see. How many soldiers did we have earlier? We had a lot. Where'd they all come from?
Various houses.
10 giants from House Guardian, 1,000 soldiers from House Vlad, 1,000 soldiers from House Rain, 500 soldiers from Temper,
5 golden rings.
5 master mages.
Might be one of the next things Kaios does is animates hundreds of undead and sends them out to the houses. Just
There are a lot of bodies
gifts
around, right?
and workers,
To
free
rebuild.
labor.
rebuild.
Um,
And we have 100 undead soldiers inside their backyard if they ever fuck up.
Right, just in case.
Gringe. When you walk into the basement, the hidey hole, the secret hideout, your axe becomes brighter.
Oh no, I specifically leave that away from my master.
You can give it to me. You can leave it with me. It's fine.
Sure,
I'll
I'll
take
leave it with a mage or something that knows something about that type of thing.
Mance will take it, and I'll ask Corbin to take a look at it.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. Let me play this now.
Corbin's here.
Corbin,
Okay.
you mind telling me what this does when you get the chance?
Yeah.
Sorry
He's
about that.
back.
Put it on the table.
Appreciate it. Sure.
Don't want to miss this. We're getting to the RP.
Yeah.
Let me get rid of people who aren't here, so we have room. All right, so you set it on the table for Corbin to inspect.
Yup.
All right, Corbin, roll me some magic sight, will you? Please and thank you.
No problem.
You rolling it on the X?
This anything to do with evocation? It's like an evocation site.
No, it doesn't.
Okay then. Brr.
Probably a good sign, anyways.
But the rules for identify are not super complicated.
Sure.
Let's see.
Reroll. Divide by 10.
Okay. So inspecting the axe with your magic sight,
So much better than me.
like super
You put a lot of work
well.
into it.
The axe, the color off of it, when you're looking at it, it's the color green, and the color
I saw blue.
from the axe comes off and sort of forms a person. Looks to be a human size, and it approaches you, Corbin. It will kneel down and say, "You have to find the old one."
I don't know who you are.
I'm the person inside of you. You seek adventure, yes?
What's your name?
I don't have a name.
Your parents didn't give you a name?
I don't
I
have
just gotta
parents.
double check. Only Corbin sees this.
Yes.
And meanwhile, he's just staring at the axe going, "What's your name?" Your parents didn't give you a name?
Yep. I don't have parents.
That's not how babies are born.
I'm not a... You're a curious one, aren't you, Corbin?
I like to know things.
Me too. I'm ready to start our journey together. And the color will recover the axe. And actually, for everyone, the color fades.
So was Corbin the only one seeing green?
Yes, everyone else was seeing the blue color from before.
So what the frick does this thing do?
Nothing. It's just an axe.
It's a Mighty Morphin Power Axe.
Mighty Morphin Power Axe.
What are the rules for identification? Is that a spell I gotta cast? Like, how does this work?
I forget.
You spend an hour studying a magic item with magic sight, roll intelligence and spellcraft.
Okay.
The difficulty is the power rating of the item divided by 10.
Can I start that process now?
Would you like to know the power rating of the item?
Yeah.
Like say 100.
It's 100.
Don't say 100.
Why not, dude? That's a turbo artifact.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you
Turbo
know what?
artifact.
Okay. All right.
It's 100. It is 100.
What do I gotta
Jesus.
roll? Intelligence and spellcraft.
Hey, Grant,
Yeah.
yeah. I gave you that axe. I might have lied.
What?
I might be confiscating that axe. We'll see.
Where are the rules for this? Because I don't know if I can extend the cast this or if this is a.
It's an hour.
No, it's well, technically no, it's not a spell. It's a perception
The skill roll.
skill roll. Kinda, well, like it's a spell. Yeah, I mean, it's like any of your other sight rolls. So it's not magic.
Is it possible that if you try it the first hour and fail, you could try another hour at less difficulty? You could study it for an hour.
I don't know.
Where is it?
It's a magic item
Where is it? It's on the table next to me.
Yeah.
on the top section of magic items.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll
The
help you out.
rules don't really say so. Sure, maybe you get to roll every hour until you get enough. Maybe it takes you several hours.
Makes sense. It's like crafting, right?
What the GM wants, I don't know.
If you okay,
I just
Okay.
write all the rules.
inspecting it the first time, it appears to just be an axe. There's nothing inherently special about it. And I will tell you, you can keep trying. You can try for days. It is just an axe.
Okay. Then why the frick did you tell me it was talking to me?
It was talking to you.
Okay.
I don't know. We gotta take this to the wise wildebeest or whatever.
The wise friend.
See what he has to say about it.
Mm-hmm.
Are are we wrapping or are we continuing? Are we pressing forward?
Probably just have our debriefing meeting at least, right?
Yeah,
Central meeting at least.
talk to my man Grinch. Job out there, Commander.
My lord, we had a great victory. Present you the head of. Actually, I don't remember his name, but the grandson of
Ripjaw.
blah blah
Ripjaw.
Ripjaw, but grandson of whatever king, and this is Ripjaw, and we have his body, of course.
Excellent.
Out of character, did you need his head attached to actually resurrect him?
No.
Okay, because if that was a thing, maybe that was a bad idea. Then.
No, this will be great.
All right, perfect. All right.
No, we just throw it back
Actually,
on already.
Well, maybe you'll make a Dullahan instead, or whatever.
You
they're
should
called.
consider another name for him. I'm gonna bring him back. He's gonna be big.
Yes, my lord.
Menace.
Your slain enemies will only come back and make us stronger.
Aaron has some distressing news.
To say the least. The king is dead, but not before he tried to kill me. Agana,
Yes.
who's not here, or who is here
I'm
again?
Yeah.
I thought your internet went out.
It
It
did.
did.
Get it back on.
Your pet showed up.
Pet?
Yeah, that dog that you like so much.
Oh, Lilith? She's got a name?
Oh, they all do. She she showed up.
What was she,
What's that?
what was she doing here?
Well,
Wait.
from one perspective, she saved my life. From another perspective, she killed the king. We don't mention that outside these walls, of course. But she made me aware of something that shouldn't be a problem, at least for now. But House Cassius was enhancing werewolves to make some sort of super soldiers as a plan to overtake Dayside.
What were these enhancements?
Some sort of juice, venom. It didn't stick around long enough for me to find out. House Cassius collapsed under its own lack of structural integrity. And hopefully that went with it. The more distressing part to this, the 2,500 or so werewolves that went inside House Cassius, completely gone, no trace. The mages tell me that it was portal magic.
And where did Lilith go?
Who's portal magic?
Professor.
From the
Professor
professor,
Rydell.
whose name I forget.
Yeah, I just wanted that said to the party.
Yeah, it was the professor's portal magic.
Hmm.
I told Lilith to get out of town because as much as I don't trust it, I couldn't let her go down for killing the king. And we both know that I couldn't stand there if we had witnesses and they found out I'm supposed to be some sort of security leader, and so I told her to get.
I
She
appreciate
said something that I don't sniff around for where dogs go.
Well, the death of Cassius
What?
is going to have to be
I said I
addressed.
appreciate that.
I thought you said, where is she though? She said something about revolution, always wanting soldiers. Apparently she has her own goals and problems.
Can we not just pin their death on these dogs? She was one of them. The attack should look like it is from exterior to us. It should only be a benefit to us.
I think it's hard to pin it on the dogs unless you pin it on the ones that were in his basement.
Well, everybody saw an army of wolves go in, so
Is out of character. Is white or albino a common color among werewolves?
No.
Okay.
The truth is, he pulled a sun shard on me.
Wait, did you say uncommon or common?
A common. Like, what is it? A common color?
No, it is not.
He pulled a sun shard on me. He was willing to suicide for my life, I guess. I'm not sure. I would have, frankly, I would have gone down fighting if it came to that. All I know for sure is this thing is more complicated than we ever thought. And I'm not sure right now what we tell the others. The other houses.
Did
Wasn't there a
Lilith-
house that didn't participate at all in this whole mess?
yeah. We're gonna have
What
to
were
pay
they
them a
doing this
visit.
whole time?
Partying.
Throwing a party.
A party.
That and
Not
blood
just
magic.
a porn party.
This is
A party and blood magic. I'll turn to Agana.
Look, just because I know blood magic doesn't mean I dwell in their activities.
No, but it means you're gonna have to take a look. We're gonna have to go find out what they're up to.
We can do that. Aaron, did Lilith say anything about a meeting?
Did she? I forget.
No, she just said, "Tell Agama I'm okay and that I was here."
What it said was that it's okay and it was here.
Movement.
Okay.
You have to forgive me in a time where we're literally slaying wolves by the hundreds. It's hard to trust one.
No, I totally get it.
What does this mean for the royal seat? Does it mean that temper moves and our reign starts tomorrow night?
Is there anyone from House Cassius left?
No.
There's not even a house. House Cash is left.
No, I don't want to do this hastily. We take time. House Vlad has already approached me with a proposition of uniting houses.
Okay.
I need to speak with House Guardian.
We
Is
also might need
there
to look into House Pain.
is there any are we concerned about rumors of King's death and Nyland's supposed weakness because of it?
I mean, is there any house that was on Cassius's side that would question it?
Yeah. Well, kind of.
I'm less worried about the houses and more worried about outsiders.
I think that's what. So that's my concern. Rain is a concern. We need to figure out what's going on there. With one of the masters turning, well, I don't know what other masters have allegiances solely with Cassius. House Rain was largely their largest political ally. And while many of the masters wholly joined our side, shifted, aligned to our house, I don't know the true disposition of all the others. We're gonna have to shift through that house carefully before absorbing them.
Let's face it. As much as I feel that we're closer to unity, this whole thing seems to be built on misplaced trust and backstabbery.
That
So-
ain't no lie.
I want to reiterate, when it comes down to it, I don't care who has rank where and in what war room. But this room here is the council.
When the king was about to commit that suicide murder, where was this located? Like, was it outside the house? Was it inside the house?
That frail old kindly king was standing atop the same stairs we saw him come down to meet us.
So it was inside the
Yeah.
house. There's not going to be that many witnesses.
And he said, and I quote, "I'm sorry, Aaron." And then your poodle came down and snapped it up.
Did you pick up the sunstone or did she?
I'm not gonna let her have that. Are you kidding? It's here. Aaron will reach in and grab sunstone that he took off the ground.
Don't drop it, or you all die.
Isaac, do you want to put that in your bag?
Miz will stick his hand out.
Easily handed over.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's a lot going on, but as much as the internals concern me,
Did you?
I think you said it.
Want to let the party know?
You
what
said it
told
best earlier tonight, Kaios. Who's to say there aren't more wolves? Who's to say we're not getting ready to be battered again tomorrow night?
Yes.
Security's important.
We need to secure the houses, secure our allies, secure the walls, and make a list of our enemies.
My lord, we should set up a spy network to observe all of the houses, their comings and goings. I believe we need more information on all these houses before we can make a move.
I'll take a look.
True.
I can go around and ask
What
a few
is the
questions.
feeling?
How many outside of character, how many gnolls do I have that aren't like soldiers that we can like put in like civilian type positions around to take care of stuff and just watch things?
Ooh.
You know, like having little shops or whatever they might have, or I mean, I wouldn't say shops, but something like that.
They all kind of.
I'm not sure
As
how our
far as
city's actually set up for a vampire city. So I don't know if they can run errands and they just do that like as patrols, so they kind of are watching areas. I'm not sure what I'm able to do with that. And how good are gnolls smell in this that to, I guess, track from a distance by smell, I suppose.
They get bonuses for tracking.
I'm saying like, so would I smell like other wolves if they brought in wolves or something like that? What kind of distance would we need? Things like that, or can I tell a difference between different vampires just by smell? Is that possible?
It is possible. One of the racial traits for the gnolls are keen senses. So, yep, it's reasonable to say that some of your gnolls probably
I mean,
got that.
do I have gnolls besides the soldier gnolls that you have basically under me?
No, not specifically, but they should
But
have it.
I think they've been used kind of universally. I mean, they were used as a moving
Right.
crew one game. They weren't always. They're not just soldiers.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Even so, just soldiers have skills as well. Right?
Well, my point was 48 is not a lot to like cover a whole city. I assume it seems like a
Right.
rather large city, so
Right.
Yeah.
I'd have to.
We also have some. We have some resources
Yeah, we have slaves too
fr-
that we can use.
from House Temper that we can tap into. So if you put your 48 on a spread out patrol, and then we use the House
Well, I don't
Temper
want to patrol with them
resources.
because that would be like, noticeable. I would use them to track the more important peoples or what we think is important that looks like it's odds going, because if you can just smell them, then it's easier to track them without being seen. Then I guess I would go with, so they don't know
I don't
they're being
know.
tracked.
I don't know that I'm not personally that I'm personally concerned about not being noticeable. I kind of want people to know.
Oh well, I'm not sure where our actual political setup is or our strength, or in comparison or what we're trying to start. So I would have just set up a spy network for not being known, because that's generally nicer to be
Right.
not known about
If we
it.
don't want to make that move today, the play is to put those 48 spread out across.
Oh, okay. I'm looking at leadership now. It's possible from this event that my leadership went up.
Cool.
And if we can secure a larger complex, that will raise my leadership, and I can get more soldiers. And actually, I think I'm supposed to have more than 50. It's 71, but
Okay.
so
Yeah.
All right, we have some resources to figure out.
yeah, I'll have to look at all that.
I kind of like the idea of planting ourselves
I mean, we only have
inconspicuously
to
throughout the
monitor
city.
the houses that matter as allies and enemies, right? How many houses can there be, right? Actually, I have no idea. So I
What?
assume there's,
Six.
there's
What
more
are
than
six?
10 houses.
There's 6 houses.
6.
Cassius is
5
gone.
now.
Five
Oh,
now.
5 now.
5.
And one more on the 5, so there's actually only 4 houses then that we need to monitor, and one's about to combine, so that makes it 3 then, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that
Yep.
about right?
Well, and unless Guardian joins us as well.
Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't know
but
that.
I'm trying to
you-
get Guardian to join up, but yeah.
You sort of want to watch Vlad too, though,
I
because
still want to know my allies because we don't know when we might be backstabbed,
Yeah,
right?
we don't
So
entirely
we'll leave
trust
that at 4
Vlad.
houses for now.
I
Then
think. Okay.
I like the energy.
I agree about not fully trusting Vlad, but I do trust them from the point that I think we understand their motivations more than anybody else.
Mhm.
And I think that's generally business and being allowed to do what they want to do.
I mean, I'm okay with their doing their business. I just want to monitor them.
So,
Make sure their business is not moving sunstones in this. I hear you. I hear you.
John's internet went out.
oh no.
We are near wrapping.
Other John or
no,
John.
John.
Just John.
Does the old man hold grudges?
Who?
Daisy Jr.
Man, I
DJ.
don't know.
Depends on.
Because I nearly killed him, and I did kill his grandson. Or one.
Don't we have a
He doesn't know. He
contract
doesn't
with
know
him
that.
somewhere?
He does not know that you nearly killed his.
We do have a contract. If he betrays, or he owes me, how exactly?
He owes you a favor, and if he doesn't comply with the favor, he dies.
Yeah, he does. He does owe me.
He owes you a solid.
All right, I say we wrap it here. Figure out our resources.
I'm starting to think I need like fucking followers. Shit. Why else getting fucking people?
Make next the game about going to
You do.
deal with House Rain.
You got like status 4 or whatever. About to be 5.
All right. Goodbye, stream.
All right.
Damn.
We can talk a little bit about what just happened.